This is Neymar, the world's most talented footballer, but he is considered the biggest waste of talent ever. But today that is going to change, as I'm going to make Neymar Jr. the best player in the world.
That's it, the game is over. Neymar's knocked out the World Cup. No Ballon d'Or to his name, no World Cup to his name. Neymar is the biggest flop of the century.
Neymar knocked out in the quarterfinals. Easily the biggest waste of football talent in football history. Neymar, it's been said that you have been given an ultimatum at PSG. Be the best player at the club and receive a new contract, or fail and leave the club forever.
I guarantee you, I will have the best season of my life here. There is no chance I will fail. I am tired of being second place.
Come on, Neymar. I believe in you.
But it's time for Neymar's first game of the season, as PSG have given them an ultimatum. If he does well this season, he'll go ahead and be able to sign a new contract. But if he does bad, he'll be released from PSG, and possibly his time at the top will be over. Will he fulfill his potential or be considered the biggest flop in world football? 85 minutes in, it's been a boring first game to the season here for Neymar, but Hugo Etikite has the ball, gives it through ball. It's to Neymar Jr. 1v1 against the goalkeeper as he rebel flicks past the goalkeeper. No way, this goes in. Neymar, and it goes in. What a brilliant start to the season. Neymar, rainbow flicks the goalkeeper. Surely the media is going to go ahead and back him. That is magical. That is one of the best goals ever in the history of football. Can this kickstart Neymar's journey to become the best player in the world? And the ref blows the whistle. What a historic moment for football. What a historic moment for Neymar that can kickstart his career to fulfill his potential as he and his teammates lift the Super Cup in French football.
Oh my days, Neymar has just scored the best goal of the season. Surely he'll come into form now.
What a goal from Neymar Jr., the best goal I've ever seen.
The greatest goal in world football has been scored by Neymar. He will win the Ballon d'Or.
And now it looks like the media is on Neymar's side after that beautiful and historic moment. But it's time to kick off the League One season. PSG versus OGC Nice. Will Neymar have another outstanding performance? Messi with a beautiful 20-yard pass into Neymar Jr., who is now 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Surely he's going to put this 1-1. Neymar Jr. and it goes wide. And now it's Soler with the interception as he cuts back. But now he turns back with a through ball into Neymar. Can he go and score the goal? And yes, he has scored his first goal of the League One season. Surely that's going to be one goal of many. But now here comes OGC Nice on the ball as Diop does control the ball through ball into Nicolas Pepe. 1v1 against Gianluigi Donnarumma with a chip, and it looks like it's gonna, yes it does. It goes in. OGC Nice have equalized. Carlos Soler with a brilliant love pass into Neymar. 1v1. Can he go ahead and win this game for PSG? And yes, he does. Neymar, after that beautiful historic moment at the beginning of the season, looks to have found his form as he scores a brace to possibly give PSG the first 3 points. But the ref does blow the whistle as Neymar's brace gives PSG the 3 points. He has now won them a trophy and the first 3 points. But up next is at home versus FC Lorient. And now it's Lionel Messi on the ball with a brilliant through ball into Kylian Mbappe. The best player in the world is 1v1 against the goalkeeper, and he puts it away. Not only is Neymar in form, but so is Kylian Mbappe. That may be a problem if both of them want to become the best players in the world. But now it's Nicolo Barella picks up the ball with a through ball into Kylian Mbappe, who's looking for his brace, and yes, he puts it away. PSG are 2-0 up against Lorient. And now it's Lionel Messi trying to look for Mbappe, but they do lose it, but Kylian Mbappe picks up the ball. It's still Kylian Mbappe. Dribbling pass, not passing it to absolutely anybody. It's still Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe looking for that hat trick, and he goes wide. He should have passed it to Neymar.
Yo, Kylian, I'm open. Pass. Come on, man, I was open.
3 games for PSG and Neymar, and that is 3 victories up for them as Neymar and Mbappe are in very good form. But now it's time to see if they can go ahead and keep their form against Reims. 8 minutes into the game, here comes Neymar, who sees Mbappe, but he's going to take it all himself. It's still Neymar with a shot, and he puts it away. Another goal for Neymar. That's his 3rd of the season. 1-0 to PSG.
Nay, over here! Come on!
Lionel Messi puts a pass into Kylian Mbappe, looking to make it 2-0 in 2 minutes. Can Kylian Mbappe do it? And yes, he does. This is going to be light work for PSG this season. Lionel Messi has a corner. He gives it to Neymar. He turns around. He's looking to cross it. No, he doesn't. It's still Neymar with a shot. Instead of crossing it, he puts it away into the back of the net. What a beautiful goal from Neymar.
Nay, cross it! Cross! Come on, man, twice already!
And the ref blows the whistle, sealing another victory for Neymar and PSG. And Neymar and Mbappe's good form did not stop there, as Neymar in the first Champions League game scored 1 goal. However, Mbappe outdid him when he scored 2 goals in their second Champions League game. These two guys are fighting for the top of world football, but the question is, who will become the best player in the world? So here we are at Stamford Bridge in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Neymar and PSG have had an amazing season, but they're only 2 games away possibly from reaching the Champions League final, which can help Neymar shut up the media and become the best player in the world.
Edgar, why are you calling me? I'm about to play the biggest game of my career.
I know, Neymar, I know, but this is very important, man. Have you heard of Top 11?
What?
I'm glad you haven't. Top 11 is a free-to-play football management game that is available on your mobile device or your web browser on any laptop or PC you may own. So you can play at your house in your gaming chair. Let's go. Or even on the go, like right before a Champions League semi-final.
Very funny. Is that all?
No, guess what? There's more. Not only can you create your own team and make them the world's best team, but you can also become the world's best manager and take your team to the very top, unlike a certain someone, Graham Potter.
Ain't no way this man dissed the manager I'm about to face.
Shush, Neymar, there's still more, man. Once you dominate world football offline and are ready to take it to the next level, you can play in online leagues and create historic rivalries with other managers around the world. Because guess what? This game has been played by 260 million people all around the world. You can become the next Jose Mourinho, who, by the way, is the face of the game.
So what you're saying is I can play with my friends like Messi and Suarez?
Yes, you can. Sadly, I don't have any friends, so I play with my dog. Lolita, calm down. You better not score me. Lolita, you're not even paying attention. Lolita, better not score me. You missed. You suck. So what are you waiting for? Download Top 11 now and become the very best from the comfort of your gaming chair. Download Top 11 now by clicking the link on this description or even the pinned comment of this video, and make sure to leave down below the funniest team name that you can think of. Thank you, Top 11, and good luck, Neymar. 11 minutes in, here comes Messi with a brilliant through ball to Neymar in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. Can Neymar go ahead and keep his cool, and he has a shot, and yes, he does. Neymar has had a resurgent season for him in his possible final year here for PSG, and he takes a 1-0 lead for PSG in this very tough 2-legged tie. Carlos Soler plays a brilliant through ball into Neymar Jr., who is looking for his brace in his Champions League semi-final first leg, and yes, he gets his brace. Neymar looks like a man who cannot be stopped as he scores PSG's second in the first half. And now it's Lionel Messi on the ball. Here comes Lionel Messi, searching for that third goal to seal off this first leg victory through ball into Neymar, who takes a touch with a shot, and he gets his hat-trick. Neymar has gotten better and better after each game this season, and he now has scored a hat-trick in the first leg against Chelsea. Surely PSG are going on to the final, and surely Neymar is winning that Champions League to become the best player in the world. And the ref blows a whistle. The first leg is done. 3-1 to PSG. Neymar picks up his match ball. It looks like the media has to be ready to announce Neymar as the best player in the world.
Breaking news, Neymar is out for the rest of the season, meaning he will miss the Champions League final. After scoring a hat-trick in the first leg, his injury led to a 0-0 in the second leg. Will PSG win the Champions League, or more importantly, will Neymar win the Ballon d'Or?
Here it is, the UEFA Champions League final. Paris Saint-Germain versus Manchester City. Two teams that have never won this prestigious trophy despite the money spent. Haaland versus Mbappe. Who will come out on top? Is Mbappe throwing goal? Big opportunity. Yes, that's 1-0. Mbappe with a finish on his left.
Yes, come on, boys. 2 goals left to go.
Lead on Man City. Is Mbappe again throwing goal? A finish this time on its right, but it's 2-0 thanks to Kylian Mbappe again. This could be a third. Kylian Mbappe on its right. It's a hat-trick. It's 3-0 PSG. Surely now that is the Champions League. It's finally time to lift that trophy. Mbappe has his hands on it. Messi.
Yes, we have done it. That UCL is mine and that Ballon d'Or is mine.
Finally have won this competition.
And here are the Ballon d'Or nominees: Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, Karim Benzema.
I don't even get nominated? I really can't take this anymore.
Somehow Neymar hasn't been nominated. Wow, this will leave a lot of questions being asked.
I would like to announce my retirement from professional football. I've had enough with injuries and the dodgy decisions made by world football. I'm done.
The most talented footballer of all time has retired from world football. What a waste of a career. Kylian Mbappe, how would you feel about Neymar retiring?
I saw this coming, to be honest. He tried to come and be the main man, but he was never as good as me. It was time his old self left the sport and let the young ones shine.
We have reached the end of the 2023-24 season, and Mbappe has carried PSG to the league title. He has really started to shine this season. Wow, only 2 weeks later, Mbappe has won another Champions League. This is becoming a tradition at PSG. Will Mbappe go down as an all-time great? Of course, who else? Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or. He is truly the best player in the world. He seems to go from strength to strength, and since his ex-teammate Neymar retired, there seems to be nobody standing in his way.
Yo, Neymar, how's it going? I've been wanting to talk to you.
Oh, hello, Dino. What is that you wanted to say?
I've been watching your entire career, and I know you have a lot left in you.
Really? I thought my time was up.
See, I believe you can still become world's best player. How about this? How about you get back training and I find your club? Deal?
Deal.
So it looks like Neymar is ready to come back to professional football after a year of retiring, as he is back in training. But on the other hand, Dino keeps getting a lot of offers rejected because nobody wants Neymar until eventually this happened.
Yes, I would love Neymar at the club.
I tell him.
Neymar comes out of retirement and joins Benfica. Haha, that is ridiculous. He is such a waste of talent.
So it's time for Neymar's Champions League debut with Benfica. There's been a lot of talk in the media, but Neymar has stayed focused. He's still on his route to try and become the best player in the world after being convinced to come out of retirement. The question is, will he be able to do it at Benfica, or will he never have a Ballon d'Or to his name? And now it's Neymar. It's at the box in the 21st minute with a finesse shot, and it goes in. Neymar has opened his account here at Benfica against Liverpool, away from home. But here come Liverpool, chasing a goal on their own as Diego Jota plays Fabinho. And now it's Fabinho. Gives it to Jude Bellingham. It's to Luis Diaz with a shot from outside the box, and it goes in. What a beautiful goal from Luis Diaz. It's 1-1. However, Neymar has a penalty to go ahead and put Benfica in the lead and cause an upset here at Anfield. Neymar is stepping up slowly, and he goes to the left-hand side and he puts it away. 2-1 with 45 minutes left to go. In the 70th minute, here come Liverpool. It's now Luis Diaz running down the wing, looking to score an equalizer here against Benfica. Luis Diaz gives it to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham into Diego Jota with a finesse shot, and it's 2-2 with 20 minutes left to go. No matter what Neymar does, Benfica can't keep a lead. And now Gonçalo Ramos gives it to Neymar as he gets past one defender. He gets past the second. Neymar with a shot for his hat-trick, and yes, he has done it. He looks to have caused an upset here at Anfield with 10 minutes left to go. And the ref blows the whistle as Neymar has scored a debut day hat-trick for Benfica in the UCL. Surely, Neymar's going to have an amazing season here at Benfica and possibly become the best player in the world. But Neymar's amazing form for Benfica did not stop there, as in the next 5 games, Neymar scored a total of 4 goals to send Benfica to the top of the table to an unlikely round of 16. How far will Neymar take Benfica in this Champions League campaign?
Neymar, you know what? I would like to apologise. You are a one-man team with Benfica. Do you see a final with Benfica?
We will continue to try our hardest. We have been doing well as a team, and I just want to reach as far as possible.
Kylian, how do you feel about Neymar coming back and dominating with Benfica?
It's simple. Every team and player has a purple patch. That form will soon come to an end.
But it's time for the first round of 16 leg, Atletico versus Benfica. Neymar has a huge test against the best defensive team in the world. Can he go ahead and take Benfica to the quarterfinals? 16 minutes in, Neymar has a penalty against Jan Oblak, the best goalkeeper in the world. Neymar is going to step up, has 7 goals in the Champions League as he goes to the left-hand side and he gets his 8th goal to give Benfica a 1-0 lead. But now, in the 70th minute, Soler has a penalty of his own as he goes to the right and equalizes the tie, 1-1. But the ref blows the whistle. It is 1-1. Not the best result, but you know what? Considering Benfica are the underdog, that is a good result to take to the second leg, which is now time for. Can Neymar go ahead and get that goal that sends him to the quarterfinals, or where he fell in this hurdle and plummet his reputation even lower? But now here comes Neymar in the second leg in the 65th minute with a finesse shot, and he puts it away. 1-0 to Benfica. This is surely gonna be an upset. Is this goal enough to send them to the quarters? And yes, that Neymar goal was enough to send Benfica to the quarterfinals. They have upset Liverpool at Anfield in the group stages. They have upset Atletico here in the round of 16. And now it's time for them to go on to the quarterfinals. Will they be facing Tottenham Hotspur to possibly cause another upset? And now Goncalo Guedes with a brilliant through ball into Neymar as it is about to be halftime. Neymar Jr. 1v1 against Hugo Lloris with a shot, and he puts it away. 1-0 to Benfica. 1-0 to Neymar. Another upset is looking to happen. And the ref blows his whistle as this first leg comes to an end. Benfica go into the second leg as Neymar gives them a 1-goal advantage. Can they go ahead and hold this lead? And it is now time for the return leg at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the new stadium. There's a lot of pressure on Neymar to perform as he's been the only one performing in his team all season. Will he send them to the semi-finals? 7 minutes in, Neymar is pacing down that wing. He is way too fast for all the Tottenham defenders. It's still Neymar 1v1 with a shot, and he puts it away, bro. 1-0 to Neymar. With so much time left to go, surely they're going on to the semis. And here comes Neymar once again, looking to go on his own as he gets past two defenders. And now it's still Neymar. Neymar gets past the fourth. It's still Neymar Jr. It's still Neymar with a shot from outside the box. What a goal! What a beautiful goal from Neymar. That might be the best goal he has scored in his past 3 years. I don't know, that goal with the rainbow flick was pretty sick, but he got past 4 defenders and had it in the outside of the box shot to put them 2-0 up, 3-0 up in aggregate. But here comes Neymar once again in the 54th minute with a finesse shot from outside the box. 2 bangers in one game to send surely Benfica to the semis. Neymar has been absolutely amazing since he came back to professional football. And the ref blows the whistle. A huge masterclass for Neymar has sent an unlikely Benfica to the semi-finals of the Champions League, where they'll be playing Liverpool. Can Neymar go ahead and send them to Benfica's final for the first time in a very long time? But here it is, the semi-final against Liverpool. Last time Neymar was at Anfield, he had an absolute masterclass scoring a hat-trick. Can he go ahead and do it again in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final? 54 minutes in, Diego Jota has a penalty for Liverpool as he goes to the right. After a boring game in the first half, Diego Jota puts Liverpool in a 1-0 lead. But now, Neymar has a penalty of his own. Can he go ahead and send them to the second leg, possibly with an equalizer here? It's going to be 1-1. Neymar goes to the left, and he does. 1-1 to Benfica. Are they going to go ahead and score another goal, or will it go to the next leg 1-1 in aggregates? And no, that was all she wrote for the first leg here at Anfield. It is kind of another upset as Neymar sends them to the next leg 1-1 tied in aggregate, with a huge opportunity to sending Neymar to his another Champions League final. But now it is time for the second leg here in Portugal, here in the Benfica Stadium. One last game, one last hurdle to send Neymar to his first Champions League in a long time, to possibly win his first Champions League in a long time, to possibly become the best player in the world here at Benfica, which does not even look possible at all. And here come Benfica looking dangerous in the 53rd minute after a boring first half. Musa with a through ball into Neymar, who is 1v1. Can he go ahead and turn this tie on his head and score the first goal of this game? And yes, he does. The tie has turned on his head as Neymar scores the first goal of the second leg, putting them 2-1 up. Is this the goal that sends Benfica, the underdogs, to the Champions League final? And they have done it! The ref has blown the whistle. Neymar has done it all himself. He has basically scored every single goal in this Champions League season to send them to the Champions League final, where Neymar can win his Champions League and possibly become the best player in the world somehow, some way at Benfica.
Kylian, it's the Champions League final and you're up against Neymar. You said he wouldn't make it this far. Do you think he'll win it all?
Fair play to Neymar to reach the final, but there is no way his team and his old self will be as in the final.
Neymar, Kylian has said that you will not win because you're too old. What is your take on this upcoming Champions League final?
Nah, Mbappe is just chatting. He has no chance on the team we've built this season. He will not win this final.
But it's time for the Champions League final. Neymar versus PSG, his old club. Benfica, the underdogs, versus PSG, the best team in the world. Neymar versus his arch rival Kylian Mbappe. Who will come out on top? Will Neymar become the best player in the world after this game? Or will he fail and not ever fulfill his potential? 18 minutes in, here comes Goncalo Ramos with a brilliant through ball into Neymar, who is 1v1 against Donnarumma. Neymar with a shot and he puts it away. One goal against PSG, even though they're a man down early in the game. Neymar has possibly given Benfica the Champions League winning goal and the goal that makes him the best player in the world. But now, here come PSG looking for a goal of their own in the 25th minute. It's Fabian Ruiz as he goes inside with a finesse shot and it goes in. Neymar only has himself and 9 other men as they are one man down. Can they go ahead and still somehow win this game? But once again, here come PSG as Carlos Soler is back from loan from Atletico. It's Soler into Kylian Mbappe with a shot and it's 2-1. Straight like that, Benfica have lost their lead and PSG and Mbappe have taken their first lead of the game. But it's now Renato Sanchez running down the wing against his former teammates into Kylian Mbappe, who gives it into Carlos Soler with a shot and straight back from loan. Carlos Soler scores another goal, 3-1 to PSG. Benfica are a man down. Is Neymar's dream of becoming the best player in the world over? Soler with a brilliant through ball into Kylian Mbappe, who's looking for a second with a chip shot and it goes in. What are PSG doing? They're absolutely destroying. No mercy for Benfica and Neymar as Mbappe scores a second to make it 4-1. And now it's Fabian Ruiz with a through ball into Carlos Soler, who is also looking for a second. Soler with a shot from outside the box and it goes in, man. Neymar and Benfica defense basically. What are you doing? 5-1 in the Champions League final. That has to be the worst result ever in a CL final. What an embarrassment, man. And the ref blows the whistle, man. There was absolutely no competition in this game as Benfica are completely embarrassed. Neymar was the only man on the pitch at this point as PSG win their 3rd Champions League trophy in a row. Will Neymar ever win another Champions League trophy? Will Neymar ever become the best player in the world?
Yo, Neymar, unlucky on the loss, but stay humble. Stay humble.
I know, man, but Mbappe was in my head. I had to say something.
Understand, Neymar, but best players in the world don't talk trash. Sounds like you have a phone call. Take it.
Yo, Ney, it's nice to meet you, bro. How are you doing?
Doing good, Erling. What's up? What did you need?
Well, I was gonna say this. I know we don't know each other, but we do have something in common. We both want to take down Kylian Mbappe, and I believe if you join City, you can win the Ballon d'Or and I can become the best striker in the world. You down?
Hey, sounds like a good idea. I'm in.
Neymar has joined Erling Haaland at Man City. Will Neymar break his curse by winning the Ballon d'Or? And will he help Man City to reach their first Champions League trophy?
What a season we have on our hands here. Neymar Jr. has linked up with the young dynamo that is Erling Haaland at Manchester City. He steps out hoping to put past failures to bed with one final push for the greatest trophy in world football. This is the Champions League and it's live.
So here we are again. Another round 16 game, but against your old teammates Benfica. Will you get payback as they dragged you down last year?
No, I will do my best to send the city to the quarters, but I have full respect for Benfica.
Another season for Neymar, and it's another knockout stage game in the round of 16, but this time against his former teammates in the first leg back in Portugal. Will Neymar crumble under the pressure of playing against his old teammates, or we go ahead and continue his journey of becoming the best player in the world and break Man City's curse of never winning the Champions League? 24 minutes in, it's Neymar outside the box, still Neymar dribbling with a brilliant through ball into Erling Haaland with a shot, and he puts it on, hits the post. I thought that went in. Erling Haaland on the ball now with a pass into Neymar. This partnership has been beautiful this season. Neymar, cause it said with a beautiful turn, and he puts it away. 1-0 against his old teammates. Neymar is lucky to go to another final this season. And the ref blows the whistle as the first leg comes to an end in Estadio de Benfica, as Neymar's only goal was enough to send them with a 1-0 lead to the second leg. And now it's time for the returning leg here at the EdgarAS Stadium. Can Neymar and Man City and Haaland go ahead and finish the job as they're searching for a Champions League final of their own? Erling Haaland is on the ball now in the 40th minute with another brilliant pass into Neymar. This partnership has been so far so good, and he has a shot and he puts it away. Surely at home, Man City should be wrapping this up. And now it's Julian Alvarez on the run in the 81st minute, looking to finish off this tie. Julian Alvarez into Erling Haaland, and it's just too easy here at the EdgarAS Stadium. Benfica had no chance in these past two legs, and Neymar, Erling Haaland, and Man City are going to the quarterfinals. But now it was time for the quarterfinals at the EdgarAS Stadium. First leg against Borussia Dortmund, which ended in a draw, 0-0. But now it's time for the return leg, which hopefully won't be another boring affair, as Man City have the tough test on coming up against the best football fans in the world, the Yellow Wall. Can they go ahead and get a goal or win this game to send them to the semis, or will they fall to have where many have fallen before, the Yellow Wall? 72 minutes in, it's been another boring game, but here comes Erling Haaland looking to change that with a through ball into Neymar. 1v1 against the keeper, and he puts it away. Surely this is the goal that sends City to the semifinals to possibly reach a final eventually. 1-0. And the ref blows the whistle as it is a 1-0 victory after two boring games. Neymar sends Man City to the semifinals. 2 games left for another Champions League final for Neymar. And after a boring 2-legged tie against Borussia Dortmund, we're hoping for something different here in the first leg of the semifinals against Arsenal. Can they go ahead and get a good first lead? And the ref blows the whistle as it was another 0-0 draw, a boring first leg. Let's see if Man City and Neymar can go ahead and deliver on the second leg. From Etihad to the Emirates Stadium, it's time for the second leg of the Champions League semi-final, Man City versus Arsenal. 1 game away. If Neymar can go ahead and secure this victory, he gets yet again another opportunity to win a Champions League, to break Man City's curse, and to become the best player in the world. Rodri gives a pass, it's Neymar, and it's Neymar. Neymar with a rainbow flick, pass to Arsenal defender, Neymar with a beautiful goal. Neymar has scored yet again another beautiful goal to show that he is the most talented player in world football history. But can he go ahead and continue this form onto the Champions League final if this game comes to a victory and become the best player in the world? And the ref blows the whistle. We are seeing Neymar in another Champions League final. I'm so excited to see who he's going to face. But what a beautiful goal from Neymar to send them to Man City's Champions League final. Can he go ahead and break this curse?
Kylian, 4 finals in 4 years. Another final against Neymar. What have you got to say?
I've said it before, I will say it again. Neymar will never beat me. He is old and should retire.
And once again, Neymar has been given the task to play against his old teammates. Again, to play against Kylian Mbappe. This face-off just cannot come to an end. But the question is, will Kylian Mbappe come out on top as he has won the past 3 Ballon d'Ors and the past 3 Champions League finals? Or will Neymar win his first Champions League final in over 5 years and his first ever Ballon d'Or and become the best player in the world?
His skills were raw, his talent divine, a spark that could light up any team's shine. But as the years went by, he lost his way, the promise unfulfilled, his spirit in disarray. Yet he never gave up, he never quit, for the fire within still burned. Bit by bit, and every match he fought to reclaim the glory that he once had and still could attain.
60 minutes in, it's Bernardo Silva to Rodri with a beautiful through ball into Neymar. Can he go ahead and make it 1-0 here in the 16th minute as he goes inside with a scoop, with a shot, but it's a brilliant save from Ederson. And now it's Ruben Diaz on the ball as he takes it away from Mbappe, but he loses it. It's Kylian Mbappe on the ball from an interception and he puts it away. Ruben Diaz has had a stinker as Kylian Mbappe scores the first goal in this game, looking like he's gonna win yet again another Champions League final. And now here come PSG once again. It's Carlos Soler. Soler with a power shot, but it's an easy save for Ederson. Ederson gives a pass. It's Ruben Diaz. Please do not mess up again. He loses it. No, Soler. And now it's Kylian Mbappe with a shot and it goes in. 2-0 right before halftime. Kylian Mbappe has given PSG a 2-0 lead. Can Neymar and Man City come back from this?
There is no chance I'm gonna lose again. I'm gonna turn this game around even if it's the last thing I do.
Only 15 minutes left to go as Aymeric Laporte gives it to Neymar. As he gets past one, he gets past the second defender. It's Neymar, cuts back. It's Neymar Jr. on his left foot and he puts it away. Can this goal be the one that gets back into this game as he picks up the ball? It's 2-1 to Man City. Can they go ahead and get a second or third goal to win this final? 3 minutes left to go. Once again, it's Aymeric Laporte with a through ball. It's to Neymar as he goes back. It's Neymar Jr. on his left foot. Once again with a shot, and he has equalized the game with 1 minute left to go. Neymar has saved Man City. Neymar has saved his career, his reputation, his potential. It's 2-2 now in the 90th minute. Who will win this game, Neymar or Kylian Mbappe?
Dude, that's crazy. I can't let Neymar win this.
It's the 117th minute as Ederson plays it out the back. This could be the last opportunity of extra time for Man City or PSG to get a victory. And now it's Bernardo Silva with a great pass into Neymar. Oh, surely this is the one. It's Neymar. It's still Neymar. Neymar, come on, keep fighting. It's Neymar. Still dribbling. Neymar, he loses it. No, but Bernardo Silva wins it back. Come on, Bernardo. Don't mess up here. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo gives it into De Bruyne. Into Neymar with a first time finish. And it goes in. Neymar has won the Champions League final in the last minute of extra time to seal off his hat-trick and to break the Man City curse. There is absolutely no way Neymar has finally beaten Kylian Mbappe surely with only a couple seconds left to go. This surely had to be the last kick of the game. And the ref has blown the whistle. Finally, Neymar has gotten out of Messi and Kylian Mbappe's shadow. Finally, Man City break the curse, and surely this should be the reason why Neymar wins his first ever Ballon d'Or and Man City and Neymar lift their first ever Champions League title. But the question is, will Neymar become the best player in the world?
I know Neymar will win this. He's the greatest Brazilian of all time.
And the winner of the Ballon d'Or is Neymar Jr.
This is Kazuyoshi Miura, the oldest footballer of all time. But he is 56 years old and can barely move a muscle. But today that is going to change as I'm going to make King Kazu the best player in the world.
So with that, I think it's time for me to retire. Actually, I think I still have a couple of years in me. Who knows? I can still play in Europe, win a Champions League, and maybe even become the world's best player by winning the Ballon d'Or. Football is a beautiful game.
A footballing madness! Celtic have signed the oldest player in footballing history, Kazuyoshi Miura. After going back on his retirement, he has joined his second ever European side. Here we have a Japanese wonderkid from Celtic, Nakata. Nakata, what are your thoughts of the Miura signing?
I am furious that he has joined this club. He's trying to take my spotlight. His age will take away from the attention my talent brings. I'm leaving immediately.
Hey Hidetoshi, why did your son want to leave Celtic?
He knows what you're up to. I know what you're up to. You're trying to take away the attention from the Nakata family. He will leave Celtic and become the world's best. Just watch.
In a shocking twist of events, Nakata has joined Rangers, Celtic's biggest rivals. The ultimate betrayal has occurred. We may see a new rivalry. Miura vs Nakata, young vs old. Watch this space.
So it's back to training for King Miura as he is 56 years of age and he's going to his second ever season in Europe as he joins Celtic leading up to the first game of the season up against Livingston. He's coming off the bench around the 60th minute. Can he go ahead and make an impact in his debut?
Wow, 56 years of age and I am playing European football. I want to enjoy this as much as possible and be the best I can.
And here comes Celtic looking for another goal here to make it 3-0. King Kazu has come on. Can he go ahead and make an impact? But it's Furuhashi on the ball who gives it to King Kazu with a tap in and he puts it away. 56 years of age, surely the oldest goal scorer in the Scottish League and in the world even. He scores his first goal for Celtic. Who knows what his career is going to bring as he is already 56 years old. And now here comes Maeda once again looking to finish off this game against Livingston. It's Maeda down the wing. He sees King Kazu over on the other side. He gives a pass to King Kazu for his second. 2 tap-ins, 2 goals in only 6 minutes for King Kazu on his debut for Celtic. It is a career resurgence. Can he go ahead and actually make it in Europe since he has never done it? With 5 minutes left to go, he has the opportunity to score his hat-trick here on his debut. He has a shot and he puts it away. A hat-trick at 56 years old, surely is the oldest hat trick ever scored by a player. King Kazu is looking to become one of the best, even though he is in terrible disadvantage being 56 years of age. And the game does come to an end. King Kazu showing that age does not matter as long as you're dedicated, you love football, and you try your hardest, you can perform a hat trick on his debut day game. What is going to come for King Kazu in the next couple of seasons?
Welcome, Nakata family. I don't know if y'all tuned in, but Miura has scored a hat trick. How do you feel about it?
You really think he will continue this? That old man won't score a goal again.
Yes, I agree. Miura should just do what the rest of us did and retire. He has to grow up and realize he will never win a European trophy or become the world's best.
And after scoring a hat-trick on his debut, it was time for King Kazu's first ever start for Celtic, and who else but the Old Firm derby up against Rangers. Not only is it the Old Firm derby, but it is going to be old versus young, as it is King Kazu versus Nakata for the very first time. Nakata has been extremely bothered that King Kazu has come into play. Who is going to win this battle? And here comes Rangers in the second minute with Ryan Kemp with a shot, and it's a brilliant save from the keeper. And now here comes James Forrest on the ball. James Forrest gives a through ball to King Kazu in the 19th minute. He's bodying the defenders. He may not be fast, but he's absolutely strong. King Kazu with a shot, and he puts it away. The 56-year-old keeps defying everything that we've ever believed in. 56 years old, 4 goals in 2 games, beating Rangers in the Old Firm derby. And the game does come to an end. He has single-handedly beat Rangers 1-0, 56 years of age, and he's performing at the top level. Hopefully this is not a purple patch and he continues to perform this way. But 2 games isn't enough to prove how good he can be. He has to go ahead and prove himself in his second ever start against Dundee United to see if he's actually gonna have a great season here in Scotland. 15 minutes into the game, Ritsu Doan, who joined Celtic, is on the corner. He gives it to Jota, and now it's Jota gives it to King Kazu. King Kazu is on the ball. It's still King Kazu. Kazu getting past the defenders. Kazu with a shot. He puts it away. Kazu, no matter what game he plays, he is scoring. It looks like his experience is really helping him, even though his physicality is not there. And now it's James Forrest on the ball. James Forrest with a brilliant through ball into King Kazu, looking for a second of the day. It's Kazu with a shot, and he is absolutely unstoppable. How is this man of 56 years old, the oldest player of all time to ever step on a football pitch, scoring these goals at a top level like the Scottish League in Europe? And now it's Rosario on the ball, who also joined Celtic with a brilliant through ball to King Kazu. He's looking for a second hat-trick of his Celtic career. There's no way he's going to do it. King Kazu with a shot and puts it away. 2 hat-tricks in 3 games, 7 goals for Kazu. This has been probably his best start ever in a season in his 20 plus 30 years of playing professional football. Can he actually become one of the best players in the world? And as the game comes to an end with another 3-0 victory for Kazu and Celtic, his great form, of course, did not stop there, as in the next 2 games he scored a total of 3 goals, 1 against another tough team in Aberdeen. And we were now in the final day of the season, 1 point behind Rangers, who they are facing in the final day of the season, as Nakata and King Kazu are both fighting for the Golden Boot. 27 for Nakata and King Kazu 24. Who is going to win the Scottish League title and who is going to win the Golden Boot to prove it doesn't matter how old you are?
It is the final day of the season. Nakata, you've been doubting Miura all season, but now you are fighting for the title and the Golden Boot. Do you take back what you said?
There is no way you believe in him. He's had a lucky season, but I will win this league title. I will win the Golden Boot, and I am better than Miura. Just watch!
Miura, Nakata said you have no chance of winning tonight. Is this true?
I'm not worried about what he says or what anyone says. I'm focused on becoming the best player I can be and help my team win at every cost.
It is now time for the final day of the season. Celtic versus Rangers, the Old Firm derby. The winner takes the league title. King Kazu versus Nakata, who are also fighting for the Golden Boot. Old versus young. Who is going to win this matchup? The league title and the Golden Boots. And here comes the Rangers already in the 2nd minute. It's Jack on the ball. Jack down the wing. Gives the ball to Nakata with a shot. It's such an easy goal. Terrible defending from the defenders and the goalkeeper with a terrible attempt of a save. Nakata has scored his 20th goal this season, putting Rangers in a 1-0 lead to win that league title. And here comes Jack once again. 16 minutes later, down the wing again. Gives it to Nakata. Nakata gives it to Furuhashi, who joined Rangers. Furuhashi with a shot, and it goes in, man. Rangers make it 2-0. An assist from Nakata as they make it 2-0. Is King Kazu and Celtic gonna lose that league title, man? But Rangers weren't done just yet in the second half, as Furuhashi has a shot, and it's a brilliant save from our keeper. But that was all she wrote, as King Kazu failed to win his first league title in Europe. He was so close. He scored 24 goals as a 57-year-old. Nakata wins this battle as Young proves to be the chosen age to go with in professional football as he lifts the league title. What is coming next for King Kazu? Is he going to go ahead and retire or going to continue to become the best player in the world?
Sadly, I couldn't win today, but I'm blessed for another year of football and I'm ready for next season.
Miura, your first ever UCL campaign. How do you feel, sir? Will you make it to the group stages?
Thanks. I'm excited to be playing under the blue lights, and yes, I'm dead focused on helping my team reach the group stages.
Nakata, congratulations, your first ever UCL campaign. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. As the future best player, I will make sure we win every game and win the trophy.
And King Kazu has decided to stay in professional football and more importantly, decided to stay here at Celtic. And they are now, since they finished in second place, they have to fight in the playoff positions for the UCL up against Fenerbahce. Can King Kazu go ahead and qualify for his first ever in his 20-year career in the UCL? Can he do it, man?
Wow, man. My very first Champions League game. I'm so excited. I will do my best and we will qualify for the next round.
And now, here comes Jota down the wing looking for UCL football as he gives a brilliant through ball into King Kazu. Can he go ahead and score his first ever UCL goal with a shot? He puts it away. Kazu, it took him a couple years, but at 57 years of age, he has scored his first ever UCL goal. Surely, he's going to make it to at least the group stages. And the ref has blown the whistle for the first leg in Turkey as Kazu scores the only goal. But it was time to fly all the way back to Scotland as they're going up for that second leg. Can he go ahead and secure on to the next and final playoff round, or will he fail at this final hurdle and now qualify for the UCL? And now it's Jota down the wing with a through ball into King Kazu. Can he go ahead and get another goal with a shot? And yes, another goal in the 7th minute of the game. King Kazu wants his first ever UCL campaign and hopefully he's gonna do it. And now it's another brilliant ball pass into Jota, 1v1 against the keeper, but he gives it to King Kazu with a shot and it's 2 goals for Kazu. They're making it to the next round of the playoffs where they have to win 2 more games in order to qualify for those group stages. And that was enough for King Kazu and Celtic to go ahead and qualify for the next round. Who up next? They're playing at home, so they're staying in Scotland up against a tough team and Benfica. Can they go ahead and somehow cause an upset in these next 2 legs to qualify for the group stages? It's been a boring game so far, but Kazu has an opportunity in the 76th minute for a penalty to take the lead, and he puts it in the bottom corner. The goalkeeper almost gets it, but Kazu has given them a last-minute lead in this first leg of the final playoff round. And that penalty was enough to give Celtic and Kazu that victory, but now they're on their way to Portugal, and they're here in Benfica Stadium for the second leg. 1 more game, and King Kazu will have qualified for his first ever UCL campaign. Can he go ahead and do it at the age of 57? 44 minutes in, here comes Sparella on the ball, gives it to Stefano Sensei. Sensei into King Kazu, who's looking for a second goal of this tie, and yes, he has done it. His second goal in the second leg. Surely that goal is enough to send Celtic and Kazu to the group stages. But now, here comes Benfica, looking to end those dreams in the second half at the very start. João Mario with the corner, with the cross in, into Gonçalo Ramos with a shot, and it goes in. Benfica are still in this game with 45 minutes left to go. Will King Kazu not make it to his first ever UCL campaign? But now it's time for Celtic for a corner of their own as Stefano Sensei gives across to Jota, but he misses it. But now Jota is looking for the ball. He gives it to King Kazu. King Kazu from outside the box with a finesse, and it goes in. That is probably the best goal he has ever scored in his career, and surely this is the goal that sends him to his first ever UCL campaign. And yes, they have done it. Kazu has qualified for his first ever UCL campaign. Is he going to do well? Is he going to cause an upset and make it to the round of 16, even the quarters or the semis? Or is he just going to have fun in the group stages? There's only one way to find out.
Whoa, there is no way this old bat made it to the groups. They're gonna get destroyed.
There is no chance this man can last 6 games in the UCL. He should just retire.
And it is now time for King Kazu's first ever official UCL campaign game in the group stage against Real Sociedad. Can he go ahead and make an impression here and somehow take Celtic to the round of 16 and get them out of this tough group? And here comes Stefano Sensei on the ball, looking for their first UCL goal of the season. Sensei with a through ball into King Kazu, who is 1v1 against the keeper. King Kazu with a shot, and he puts it away. His goal scoring form has now stopped since he decided to go back on his retirement, and he has scored his first ever UCL group stage game ever in his entire career. And that goal was enough to give him the first 3 points, a 1-0 victory. But up next was probably the toughest team he has ever faced in his entire career in Inter Milan. Can he go ahead and get another 3 points for Celtic? Dani Ceballos, who has also joined Celtic for this UCL campaign, is on the ball now. 18 minutes in, it's still Dani Ceballos with a through ball to Kinkazu. He may not be the fastest, but he gets past the defender. It's still Kinkazu with a shot. He puts it away. This man just cannot stop scoring. 57 years of age. And this man is an absolutely goal machine. But Inter Milan have an opportunity of their own. Lautaro Martinez, Shit Guy to take the penalty. And of course, Shit Guy is gonna miss. It's still 1-0. And yes, it's another 3 points for Kazu and Celtic. And his good form did not stop there, as in the final 4 UCL group stage games, he scored a total of 6 goals against teams like Porto, Sociedad, and Inter Milan. And he has somehow gotten out of this group with Celtic. And now it's time to find out who they will be facing in Kinkazu's first ever knockout game in the UCL.
Mira, your first ever knockout game came up against your arch rival Nakata. What will the result be?
It's simple. I want my team to win, and I will do my best to make that happen. I wish luck to Rangers and Nakata.
Nakata, you have been amazing. Will we see more of the same against Mira and Celtic?
Of course, I'm one of the best players in the world. I will continue to shine in the UCL and win it all.
Hidetoshi, your son will be facing your former teammate. Who are you backing in this tie?
That is such a dumb question. My son is the best in the world, and Miura is just old. He has no chance of doing well.
And what a game to kick off his first ever UCL knockout game. Celtic versus Rangers once again, an old firm derby. Nakata, who's done very relatively well here in the UCL campaign, as well as Kazu, to be playing each other in a 2-legged tie to see who'll go on to their first ever quarterfinals. Who is going to win this time? 21 minutes into the game, it's a ball played into Jota, who is down that wing, who sees Kinkazu with the space. It's Jota, gives it to Kazu with a shot, and it's a brilliant save from the keeper, man. It was so close to going in. But once again, here comes Celtic. James Forrest gives it to Kazu, but it's an interception. But James Forrest wins it back. It's Forrest, gives it to Kinkazu with a header, and it goes in. 1-0 in the first leg. Kazu has given them a lead against Nakata. Can they go ahead and keep that in the next leg as well? And here comes Johnston right before halftime, looking for a cross here. Johnston with a cross into Jota, into Kinkazu with a shot, who has a shot in his block for Kazu with a follow-up, and it goes in. Kazu 2-0 in the first half. Surely they're gonna make it to the next round with this 2-goal lead. And those 2 goals were enough to go ahead and send them to the second leg with a 2-0 lead. But now it's time to go to Ranger Stadium. Can they go ahead and keep the lead? Can Kinkazu go ahead and make sure he makes it to his first ever quarterfinals in the UCL and send Nakata packing? And here comes Rangers looking to fight back into this time. For some reason it says we have 1 goal lead when we should have 2, but it's Todd Canwell. Todd Canwell into Nakata with a shot, and it goes in. It is now officially 2-1 in aggregate, but for some reason it's showing 1. Please, hopefully this game does not send us out and Nakata doesn't score another goal. But here comes Nakata. Once again, if he scores a second goal, I'm not sure who's going to go through because of a glitch in the game. But still, here comes Nakata. Nakata 1v1 against the keeper, and he gets his second. It should be 2-2 in aggregate, but it says 2-1. What is going on? Nakata is possibly sending Rangers to the next round. No way Kazu is bottling this lead. But here comes Alfredo Morelos in the 75th minute. It's given to Jack. Jack on the bottom midfielder gives it to Ryan Kent with a shot, and it goes in. It doesn't even matter. It is now 3-1 or 3-2 in aggregate. Rangers are going to the next round if nobody scores at least 1 goal. And no, the ref blows the whistle. Kazu is out. Nakata sparks a brilliant comeback for Rangers to win this old firm derby 2-legged tie. And Nakata goes on to the quarters while Kazu goes back home without going to his first ever quarterfinal game. Once again, young beats old. Will this always be the case, man?
You couldn't beat Nakata. What do you have to say?
Sadly, we couldn't get through. We have a lot to improve, but congrats to Nakata. He has such a huge future.
You have beaten Mira. How do you feel, Nakata?
I told you, he had no chance. That old man has to retire.
What a signing! Italian giants Inter Milan have signed the talented Nakata. He had an amazing season last year, reaching the quarters. So Nakata, how do you feel?
Well, the best players join the best teams, and that's what I have done. As for a message for that old man Mura, I have won the rivalry as I will play for the best team, and he is still at Celtic.
Nakata, did you not hear? Mira has signed for AC Milan.
Wow, what a terrible signing. That man can barely walk. Well, I wouldn't mind outshining him once again.
Wow, I can't believe this kid. Why can't he just be humble and focus on himself? One day, he will learn.
King Kazu is now the age of 58 and he is playing for AC Milan. And it's time for the first game of the season in the Allianz Arena in the Serie A, as King Kazu is looking to do his best here against Juventus. We go ahead and make an impressive start here in AC Milan. In the 30th minute, King Kazu has a chance for a free kick. He has never really been good at free kicks in his career, but at any moment that can change as he has a shot and it goes in. He has actually scored a free kick against Juventus as he is searching to help Milan win the league title. What a brilliant way to cement yourself on your debut at 58 years of age, man. And now it's Dahoud on the ball. The midfielder who joined from Borussia Dortmund is Dahoud on the ball. With a brilliant tackle from the Juventus defender, but now it's Tonali. Gives it to Rafael Leao. Leao with a brilliant through ball into Beauregard, who is now 1v1 against the keeper, but he gives it to King Kazu with a shot and he scores his brace. It is a weak shot, but it's put right into the top corner in the 86th minute to give Milan the 3 points. 2-0 to King Kazu. 2 goals on his Serie A debut. This guy is aging like fine wine.
What a brilliant debut from Miura, but up next you have the talented Nakata. Will you be able to beat him?
I'm not focused on beating Nakata, I'm focused on being the best I can and winning for my team.
An amazing debut from Nakata, but do you have...
Don't even say it. I know I'm facing Miura, and there is no chance that old man beats me ever.
But straight after that win against Juventus, it was a tough test. And guess who's back in his life? Nakata versus King Kazu. Milan versus Inter Milan. A Milan derby at the San Siro legendary stadium. Will King Kazu finally get a victory over Nakata? Or will he struggle once again and Young will continue to trump the older players? In the 8th minute, Nakata already has an opportunity to put them in the lead as he has a penalty. He goes to the left and he puts it away. Nakata keeps getting better and better each season. It sucks that his ego is so big because he continues to prove himself every step of the way. But here comes King Kazu. He is not giving up just yet. It's Miura. Miura with a shot. It's a brilliant save from Onana. What a brilliant, beautiful save. And now Lautaro Martinez receives the ball. Lautaro gives it to his partner, Nakata, who's looking for a second. He gets past the defender, Nakata, with outside the box, and it's a beautiful goal from Nakata. He is continuously scoring so many goals at such a young age. And now it's Rafael Leao on the ball. Milan looking for their goal. At least a consolation in the 72nd minute with a through ball into King Kazu. Can Miura go ahead and get his first goal of the Milan derby with a shot and it goes in? Hopefully there's enough time to at least equalize this game so Miura can actually finally get something over Nakata. And no, sadly, the ref blows the whistle and Nakata wins once again. Young beats old once again. Will Nakata ever lose to King Kazu if they even continue to face each other in the same league?
I must do better. My performance was not enough.
But even after that loss, Kazuyoshi Miura is still looking for that league title, and he is playing yet another title rival in AS Roma against the best manager of all time, Jose Mourinho. Can King Kazu go ahead and do a great job and help Milan break down the amazing system that Mourinho has built here at Roma? And now Sandro Tonali on the ball. Sandro Tonali gives it to Szoboszlai. It's Szoboszlai. Gives it to King Miura. It's Miura. Now on the ball. Miura with a shot and puts it away. Even he couldn't score 2 goals against Inter Milan. He scores 1 to take the lead against AS Roma. Can he go ahead and get the victory here? And yes, that 1 goal was enough for King Miura to go ahead and get another 3 points for AC Milan. The question is, can he go ahead and win the league title?
It is the final day of the Serie A season. AC Milan sit at the top with 90 points with Inter 1 point behind as they will face in a Milan derby. Winner takes all. Sadly today, Miura wasn't able to show up for our interview, so we've brought on Japanese legend Nakata. Nakata, how do you feel? Will your son ever be victorious again?
There is no other result than a win for my son. Miura didn't show up to this interview because he is scared, and he knows he can't beat my son.
Wow, I can't believe these two. Hidetoshi is far gone, but I must teach your son a valuable lesson.
It is now time for the final day of the season. Milan are up by 1 point against Inter Milan as they face each other here in the Milan derby. King Kazu has the opportunity to win his first ever trophy here in Europe, here in the Serie A. Can he go ahead and beat Nakata this time around, or will he flop and Nakata once again beat him? And here comes Lautaro Martinez as Inter Milan are chasing this league title. Down the wing, gives it to Muniain. Iker Muniain gives it to Nicola Barella. Barella gives it to Nakata with a shot and it goes in. Nakata takes a 1-0 lead for Inter once again, proving why he is one of the best players in the world at such a young age. Please, King Kazu, do something to turn this game around. I'm tired of seeing this man winning. But now it's Miura looking for a goal of his own here. It's still Miura. Outbodies the defender. Miura with a shot and it goes in. Off of deflection. That's all he needed. He gets the goal to equalize the game. Surely, if he draws this game or even wins it, he can win the league title. He just needs to hold on. Come on, Miura. Please hold on to that title. But in the 62nd minute, Nakata has an opportunity to end those dreams with a penalty and it goes in. He goes down the bottom right and Nakata takes the lead, giving Inter Milan the league title if the scores stay the same. Please there is only a couple minutes left. Kazu, you have to do something, man. And yes, he has an opportunity. The biggest penalty of his career. Can he go in and score to win? And no, he misses the penalty. And he loses the league title. If he would have scored that, he would have kept that league title and won his first ever trophy in Europe. But no, Nakata lives a league title with Inter Milan. And King Kazu once again loses to a younger player. It looks like young is better than being old in the footballing era. Man, King Kazu fails again.
Another year, another missed opportunity. Maybe it's my time to retire from the game. Well, I will give it one last go for the Champions League. I believe I can do it.
Old versus young, the never-ending story. A young king coming to the field of play while the old royalty coming back after some time away. The Champions League final where both have never been to this stage. As both want victory to write their next page. Who will be the one who misses judgment? This is the Champions League and it's live!
And Kusayoshi Miura has been on a mission, absolutely dominated the group stages of the UCL with AC Milan, and now here he is back in the round of 16 against Newcastle United. Is he going to go ahead and go to his first ever quarterfinals by beating Newcastle in these next two legs? 9 minutes in, here comes Nicolas Gonzalez, who gives it to Miura. Miura looking for the first goal of this time, and he puts it away. Miura is focused on one thing and one thing only, to win that UCL, as he wants to teach Nakata a lesson, and he wants to go ahead and win his first ever European trophy. But Miura wasn't done just yet, as he has another opportunity here, as he is 1v1 against his defender, and he's looking to get past him. It's still Miura. Miura cuts back onto his right foot. Miura with a shot, and it's saved by Nick Pope. But that one goal was enough to send them to the second leg with a 1-0 lead. But now it's time to go to the San Siro. If you can go ahead and keep this lead, AC Milan and King Kazu will go on to the quarterfinals, another step closer to winning that UCL and becoming the best player in the world. 6 minutes in, James Maddison has a penalty to give Newcastle a draw in aggregate as he goes to left, but Mike Maigan makes a brilliant save. And now it's Dominic Szoboszlai with a brilliant chip pass. He receives it. Dominic Szoboszlai with a brilliant pass into King Kazu, who is 1v1 against the goalkeeper, but Gomez is catching up to him. But it's still King Kazu who has a shot, and it goes in. It doesn't matter if Gomez was catching up to him. His experience knows his positioning, and he has a perfect shot into the top left corner. But here comes Miura once again, looking for the second of this game. It's still Miura with a shot. He puts it away. There it is. The tie is over. He is going to the quarterfinals. So the question is, who is he going to be playing in the quarterfinals? His first ever in his career. And it looks like the first leg of the quarterfinals and his first ever quarters of his career. He is playing against Bayern Munich, the biggest team he has ever played in his long career. Now at the 59 years of age, can he go ahead and beat Bayern in his first leg to give him a good chance to qualify to his first ever semi-finals? Raul de Tomas has an opportunity to put Bayern into the lead with a penalty as he goes to the right, and Raul de Tomas gives Bayern a good 1-0 lead. And that penalty by De Tomas was the only goal of the game, as Bayern Munich have a good 1-0 lead. And now they have traveled to the Allianz Arena. Can King Kazu go ahead and turn this around? But here comes AC Milan chasing this game as Dominic Szoboszlai. He sees King Kazu making a run, and he plays a beautiful pass. King Kazu just fast enough to reach that ball. It's Miura 1v1 against Manu Neuer with a shot, and it goes in. There it is. They have equalized this tie. It is now 1-1 in aggregate. One more goal can send them to the semi-finals. Nicolas Gonzalez gives it into Miura. It's still Miura. Miura, the oldest player to ever play in the UCL. It's still Miura. It's still Miura. It's still Miura with a shot, and it goes in. The oldest player of all time to step on a freaking football pitch. He has taken the lead against one of the best teams in the world. Surely he's going to his first ever semifinals, and surely he's going to go to the final and win the Champions League and become the world's best player. And now it's Rafael Leao with a cross in into Miura, who takes a touch. It's still Miura. Turns Miura with a shot, and he gets a hat-trick. His first ever UCL hat-trick comes at 59 years of age. This guy is absolutely absurd. He's aging like fine wine, like I've said before. And the ref blows a whistle, a hat-trick. His first ever match of his career in the UCL, the oldest player ever to score a hat-trick in the UCL and in professional football. But the question is, who will he be facing in the semi-finals? And it's time for the first semi-final leg as he is playing against a team he has played before in AS Roma against Mourinho's man. Last time out, he beat him 2-0. He scored both goals. But it's the Champions League. Mourinho's a different monster when it comes to the UCL. Can King Kazu go ahead and go up against this hurdle and reach his first ever UCL final? Rafael Leao on the ball, has a turn into Mira with a shot, and it goes in. Mira takes a 1-0 lead against AS Roma, but the job is not done. As the first leg does end in a 1-0 victory, as Mira's only goal was enough, they now travel to the AS Roma Stadium in Italy for the second leg. One more game is standing in Mira's way to reach his first ever UCL final. Can he go ahead and finish the job? Sandro Tonali on the ball, gives it to Theo Hernandez. Hernandez gives it to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno gives it to Nicolas Gonzalez with a shot. And Milan have scored another goal. 2-0 lead in aggregate. Surely Miro and Milan are going to the UCL final. And yes, another 1-0 victory was enough. Even though King Miro did not score in this game, it does not matter. This is a team effort. But Miro is going to his first ever UCL final. One more game and he wins his first ever European trophy. Can he actually win the UCL on his first try? Who is going to be his UCL final opponent? If you think Miro is going to win the UCL, make sure to subscribe.
It's time for the UCL final, your first ever UCL final against Mira. You have beaten him in every situation. Will it stay the same?
I am the best player in the world, and I will prove that today. I will win my first UCL, and I will win my first Ballon d'Or. Mura has no chance.
Mira, 60 years old, and your first ever UCL final. How do you feel?
I'm thankful to be here, but I am announcing my retirement. No matter the result tonight, this will be my last game of football. I want to thank the world for supporting me and allowing me to play for this long. I will do my best to win my first ever trophy, but I have one final thing to say. Nakata, you are an amazing player and have the world at your feet. I hope you one day learn the difference between being confident and being cocky. I want you to be the best, but don't let these emotions get in your way. Good luck.
It is now time for the UCL final. Nakata once again is in Miro's way to win his first ever trophy in Europe. Inter Milan versus AC Milan in the San Siro. Miro now at the age of 60 is playing his final game of illustrious career, and he wants to end it in the best way possible. Win his first ever European trophy and end on the high as he has played this beautiful game for such a long time. But the question is, can he finally be Nakata, or will he fail once again and retire without winning a single trophy in European football?
The oldest footballer of all time continued to play to reach his prime. A new young player emerged with hate, unwilling to accept the help offered on his plate. Year after year, they battled it out, with the young one always rising above the old shout as he sought to teach the young one a valuable lifelong song. Their final game was set, their stage now so bright, as the old one sought to teach with all his might. The young one was ready, so confident and true, but the old one was determined, his lesson long overdue.
10 minutes into the game, here comes Brahim Diaz looking to kickstart the first attack for AC Milan. It's still Brahim, gives it to King Miro. It's Miro, 1v1 against Onana, and he puts it away. He has scored his first ever UCL final goal. It's 1-0 early in the game. Can he actually do it? Can he actually finally be Nakata? Can he actually win his first ever UCL? And now it's Chris, the Catalara. The Catalara gives it to King Kazu. It's King Kazu, 1v1. Once again, literally 5 minutes later, Kazu with a shot. And 5 minutes later, he misses the opportunity to go 2-0 up. And now it's King Miro. Once again, only 6 minutes after that missed shot. It's still Miro. It's still Miro. 1v1 with a shot, and he puts it away. Miro, in the first half, has scored 2 goals in the UCL final. Do you know how crazy it is to be 60 years old and score 2 goals in the first half? That is absolutely insane. And now it's Benacer on the bar in the 36th minute. It's still the first half, but it's given to King Kazu with a chip. Is it going to go in? And yes, it does. He has scored a first half hat-trick at the age of 60. And surely this game is over. And surely he is winning the UCL. And surely he has finally taught Nakata a lesson. And hopefully he can somehow become the world's best player as he retires with a Ballon d'Or. We will never know. And the ref has blown the whistle. Miro has done it for the first time ever. He has beaten Nakata in the first time in 4 years. And he has won his first ever trophy in Europe, being the biggest trophy you can win, the UCL. And he goes ahead and lifts the UCL trophy. But there's still one question to be answered. Can he somehow win the Ballon d'Or before he retires?
And the winner of this year's Ballon d'Or is Kazuyoshi Miura, the oldest player to ever win this trophy.
Wow, he was right. I will change.
Jose Mourinho has just taken over Real Madrid, and somehow the club are already linked with some of the world's best players. Ibrahima Konate is about to join the club on the free transfer, but they're also linked with players like Marco Cucurella, Ballon d'Or winner Rodri, and one of the best in the world, Mikel Olise. So today, I'm giving Mourinho unlimited money to complete every transfer he's linked with and win Real Madrid their first ever treble. So there we go for absolutely free. Konate is the first signing for Jose Mourinho, but he is not done as he has unlimited money to sign players they are linked with in real life. Not only that, we're making realistic departures as Dani Carvajal leaves the club, as well as David Alaba. Two legends are leaving. A new Real Madrid era is beginning. And someone like Dani Ceballos is seen surplus to requirements for Mourinho. But hey man, there's a twist as well. I believe this is the best website for football news. It's called Transfer Feed. A lot of you were asking me. And basically, if I see any player linked with a move away, and I think it could potentially happen in real life, they will also be transfer listed. So that means someone like Eduardo Camavinga. This dude is literally linked with almost everybody in world football. And he fell out with the club, so he's on the list. Someone like Brahim Diaz is linked to Juventus. Tell me that's not the most obvious signing of all time. And controversially, I've also transfer listed Rodrigo. He's not linked to anybody, but if he was fit in real life, I know Mourinho would have sold him. And here is the rest of the transfer list. Really just Rudiger and Martin will be leaving the side as well. So there we go. Mourinho has sold absolutely everybody, man. And now this is the squad he is left with. It's still looking pretty good, but he needs to make a bunch of signings to win the treble this year. And Mourinho will be playing his legendary 4-2-3-1 wide, 2 inside forward as a shadow striker. Very attacking formation. And this is going to be Mourinho's strongest lineup. It doesn't look too bad, but a brand new center back, full back, and a bunch of rotational options, and especially a superstar right winger need to be signed here. But first, he wants to sign a right back to compete with Trent, and he has shortlisted Pedro Porro, Ivan Fresneda from the Portuguese league, Denzel Dumfries, who has now joined Arsenal, and Diego Dallo from Man United. Now, when he looks at his options, he realizes Fresneda and Dallo cannot compete with somebody like Trent, so he's stuck with nearly relegated Porro, or Dumfries, who loves to cook Barcelona. And surprisingly, for 40 million, he decided on Pedro Porro. He must see some amazing talent in him. He's gonna be a great backup to Trent Alexander-Arnold. So there we go. Porro is now the bench option. And up next, he really does want a superstar left back. And look at his options, man. Josko Gavardio, Marc Cucurella, and best left back in the world, Nuno Mendes. Now, this is interesting. I think Gavardio probably is the most realistic option. Like, I generally think he could join Real Madrid this summer. But with unlimited money, there is no way Mourinho doesn't pick up Nuno Mendes. And before you get upset, for 211 million, Mendes joins Madrid. You're telling me if Real Madrid give PSG world-breaking cash for the best left back in the world, you think they don't accept it and Nuno Mendes doesn't want to play for Mourinho? PSG scouts are so good, they'd find the next Nuno Mendes, man. So Nuno is now a Galactico. What a upgrade, man. Nuno and Vinny on the same side. These two alone can win you the treble already. But job's not done as Mourinho wants a center back. And boys, these are all the center backs linked to Real Madrid this summer. But immediately we can eliminate William Saliba because Konate is already a right-footed center back. And even though Antonio Silva is right-footed, if he gets signed, it wouldn't be to start. And for 22 million, it's exactly what he did. He signed the backup center back, but of course, he's looking for someone to start on that left-hand side still. But who is he gonna choose, man? Gavardio, Schlotterbeck, Levi Colwill, Bastoni, or Gabriel? And controversially, for 120 million, he is bringing in Gabriel Magalhaes, again, like Nuno Mendes. The signing that will most likely happen is Nico Schlotterbeck or Gavardio, but if Mourinho had unlimited money, he'd go for the best center back in the world. And let's do a bit of quick fire transfers. For 43 million, Cruz Milan will be a backup DM for Madrid. For 30 million, Mourinho brings back Victor Munoz to be the backup to Vinny. The craziest buyback clause in history, as for 9 million, Nico Paz rejoins Real Madrid. And finally, for 65 million, the big one, Ballon d'Or winner Rodri is joining Madrid. I know not everyone will be joining Madrid, but that's why we're signing every Real Madrid transfer target. Subscribe and let me know down below other team you want me to do this with. And this is what the team is now looking like. It's looking like one of the best in the world. Even the depth, man, look how far down it goes. But of course, there's one position missing, and it's that starting right mid spot. And when it comes to superstars, Madrid are linked to Mohamed Salah, Desiree Doué, and Mikel Olise. Of course, a lot of these are just rumors. Hey, you never know what can happen in the world of football. But Mourinho decided not to go for Mo Salah as he wants a playmaker to feed Bellingham, Vini, and Mbappe. So the question is, should he go for Desiree Doué, who just won his second Champions League, or the second best right winger in Mikel Olise? This is a tough decision for Mourinho to make. And for the highest transfer fee of all time, 266 million, Mikel Olise is joining for Bayern Munich. I know he's killing it at Bayern, but I can genuinely see this happening in the next 3 years. Olise could be a Galactico one day. And there we go. This is the final team that is gonna try to win the treble. But it won't be easy because we'll be facing some of the best teams in the world. And they have made transfers that might happen in real life as well. And it's time for Mourinho's debut back at Madrid against Vallecano, a derby. Let's see if his new signings were worth all the money. Alright, so the game kicks off. By the way, I'm trying a new camera setting. Let me know what you think of it down below. And the game kicks off. Great pass into Mikel Olise already. The brand new signing. Can he create an opportunity here? It's the Olise. Gives it into Fede, who finds Jude Bellingham for the first goal in the Mourinho era. Let's go. Who else but Jude Bellingham, the future Mr. Real Madrid. But here come Rayo Vallecano. Great tackle from Gabriel, the new signing. Nice interception from Konate. Some of these numbers are gross. I need to fix these kit numbers. But Olise is on the ball now. Gives it into Rodri. And here comes the Ballon d'Or winner into Trent. Great pass into Mikel Olise, who's looking for Mbappe. He finds him. Mbappe left-footed finish. He's offside. He's always offside. Here come Rayo looking to get a goal back. Konate misses the tackle. De Frutos in the middle. Easy into Sis Courtois. Let's go. Vinny is now on the break here. Can he kickstart a counterattack for Real Madrid? Into Mikel Olise, who finds Jude Bellingham. Here come the Galacticos. Great pass into Vinicius Jr. Cuts inside. Vinny with the finesse. Great block. Uh-oh, but it's a great ball into the Frutos. It goes in. Vallecano get a goal back. This team needs some chemistry, man. Uh-oh. Here come Rayo Vallecano. They score again. It's 2-1. The defense is in shambles. This is not good, man. They need a lock in. Second half now. Here come Real Madrid. They need a response. They cannot lose this first game together. Olise, great pass into Jude Bellingham. Looking to find Mbappe through on goal. He doesn't make the run, though. Mbappe, great pass into Vinicius Jr. This has to be the equalizer. Vinny right footed finish. It goes in. Beautiful goal. And it's 2-2 now. Madrid must get these 3 points. Here come Real Madrid again. Jude Bellingham gives it into Mbappe, who finds Mikel Olise. The two Frenchmen link up. Olise finds a great pass into Mbappe. 1v1 low driven finesse. It goes in. This is where star quality comes into play. They're back in the lead. And the game comes to an end. Mourinho picks up his first 3 points. And remember, we're only doing the 26-27 season, so he only has the 1 year to win the treble. But his first UCL game is up against Benfica, his old club. Uh-oh, here come Benfica. This is not good. Coach Crew on the ball. Great tackle from Konate. But again, Benfica are through on goal. Schlup. Great tackle from Konate. Great signing so far. Olise now wearing the number 11. Gives it into Jude Bellingham. I've given him the number 10. Jude, great ball. Into Mbappe. 1v1. Back wearing the number 9. Can he finish? Yes, he does. That is the Mbappe we need in this team. Mikel Olise is now driving with the ball. What kind of opportunity can he create? Fede Valverde in the middle. Into Jude Bellingham, who finds Olise again. Looking for Mbappe. Oh. Vinicius Jr. gives it to Jude Bellingham. Here come Real Madrid. What can they go ahead and do here? Gives it into Vinny. Vinicius running down that wing. Wants to get his payback on Benfica. Finesse. It goes in. This is the best team in the world. This is how they should perform. And they're doing it with Mourinho. Second half now. Here come Benfica. Nuno Mendes. Great tackle. And now it's Endrick. Some substitutions were made at halftime. Victor Munoz gives it into Endrick. What can they create here? Can the second team do something? Nico Paz gives it into Olise with the finish. Let's go. It doesn't matter who's on the pitch. Real Madrid quality is Madrid quality. Game's not done. Madrid one more. Nico Paz. Great pass into Sir Bobby Charlton on his return from loan. Oh, take a super team to stop Madrid from winning the treble. But of course, Madrid will be facing some of the best teams in world football with all their new signings as well. And very interesting, Madrid faced Barca and the Copa de España semis, where they won the first leg 1-0. And of course, Barcelona have signed Gordon, but also Marc Cucurella, Alessandro Bastoni, and of course, Julian Alvarez. This Madrid side is good enough to go on to the final, because they need to win this tournament to win the treble. Vinicius Jr. now on the ball, gives it into Mikel Olise. Here come Madrid. Great pass into Jude. Lays it off. No, come on, Jude. Give it to Vinny. Fede Valverde gives it into Mbappe. Mbappe into Mikel Olise. He's through on goal. Left-footed finish. Garcia. Great save. Olise into Jude Bellingham, who finds Mikel Olise all the way into Rodri. We know he can hit these. Great block. Ibrahima Konate does find Vinicius Jr. Cuts outside, and here comes Vinny. Encara Vinny. Sigue Vinny. Vinny gives it into Mbappe. Mbappe, can he find that space? He sees Olise. Olise back into Mbappe with a shot. It goes in. Beautiful football. Amazing chemistry from Real Madrid. But here come Barcelona. Rafinha goes on the attack. He gets past one. It's still Rafinha. We go for the tackle. But now, great interception from Nuno Mendes. And now, Rodri gives a great pass into Vinny. Vinny into Jude Bellingham. Into Fede. Real Madrid are cooking on this counter-attack. Jude Bellingham's back on the ball. Bellingham, great pass into Mbappe. He's offside. That could have been it. Barcelona, great pass into Julian Alvarez. Here come Barca, it goes in. And they do get a goal back despite Yamal not being on the pitch. And now here comes Vinicius Jr. on the attack. Can he go ahead and get another goal here? Gives it to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, let's go. It doesn't matter who Barca signed. This is a super team. But here come Barcelona. Julian, great save from Courtois here. Opens it out wide into Arda Güler, playing on that right-hand side. Gives it to Konate. Konate into Pedro Porro, actually. Into Arda Güler. Here come Madrid again. Through ball, into pass, lays it up into Mbappe. It's over, man. 4-1 in aggregate. Madrid are going to the final. And so far in the UCL, they finished in first place, undefeated. Round of 16, they smashed Atalanta. But in the quarters, they drew in the first leg to Liverpool 2-2. And now have to win at Anfield. And it won't be easy as they bought Schlotterbeck, Lewis Hall from Newcastle, Jan Diomande from Leipzig, and the big one, Bradley Barcola from Paris. But there will be no Vinny and no Jude Bellingham tonight. I don't know if Mourinho can win the treble. And here we go. The game kicks off. Federico Chiesa, great tackle from Konate. And now it's Victor Munoz. Gives it into Mbappe. Into Nico Pass, filling in for an injured Jude. Pass with a great pass. Into Kylian Mbappe. Cuts back into Nicolas. Pass with a shot that goes in. Madrid take the lead in aggregate, despite Jude not being on the pitch here. But now here come Liverpool. It's Mohamed Salah who signed a new contract at Liverpool. Into Chiesa. Into Szoboszlai. Great tackle. And here come Madrid on the counter-attack. Victor Munoz. How real is this guy's chain? Gives it to Mbappe. He's through on goal. Cuts inside. Left-footed finesse. It goes in. Within 16 minutes, they're up by 2. This team is untouchable, man. Uh-oh, here comes Chiesa with a great pass into Mohamed Salah. It goes in. This is gonna be a goal fest, boys. 4-3 in aggregate. Here comes Cody Gakpo. Gives it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Into Alexis McAllister. Courtois. Huge save. Szoboszlai with the cross in. Please do not find a Liverpool player. Nice. And here comes Mikel Olise. But no, Chiesa wins it back. Liverpool on the counter again. Mancini, we go for the tackle. Uh-oh. Mohamed Salah. That was a foul. Salah on the ball. Nuno Mendes. Great tackle. Is that a penalty? Nuno, what are you doing, man? Being up to take it. If he scores this, it's all drawn in the first half. Salah to the left. It goes in off the post. 4-4 in the first half, man. Counter attack for Madrid in the second half. Olise gives it into Mbappe. Mbappe back into Nico. Nico passes on the ball. Can he find Mbappe? Yes, he does, but Mbappe, no. Liverpool gives it into Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones looking to take the lead. Courtois, man, great save. And Mourinho's making a substitution. Passes coming off for Arda Güler. Arda Güler is probably the best passer in this entire team. Let's see what he does. Salah with the cross in. Konate, great clearance. And here comes Real Madrid. Victor Munoz into Mbappe. Mbappe holds up the ball, gives it into Victor Munoz. Munoz through ball into Mikel Olise. Can he find a through ball here? Great pass. Mbappe touch. Mbappe finish. Mamardashvili. Mo Salah on the ball, gives it into Dominic Szoboszlai. Here come Liverpool. Konate, great header, great performance so far. But it's given away into Curtis Jones. Konate, can you recover this? Please, Konate. Oh, Courtois, man. Courtois. It's now the first half of extra time. Federico Valverde on the ball. Come on, Real Madrid. You do not want to go to penalties. Arda Güler finds a great pass into Mbappe. 1v1. Let's go. It goes in. The game just might be over. Güler with a brilliant pass to maybe win the game. The game is over. Madrid are going to the UCL semi-final. Who will they be facing? But the Copa del Rey final against Bilbao is next. Now, this team is way too good to not do a sim. Bellingham is still the only one not fit. Surely this should be Mourinho's first trophy of the 3. And it's a 4-0 victory. Endrick, Tchouameni, Nuno Mendes, and Trent scoring the goals. Well, in the first leg of the semis, Madrid lost 2-0. And now must bring it back in the Bernabeu. And some great signings were made. Nico Gonzalez, Camavinga, which we sold them to them, Tijani Reindeers, Gabriel Martinelli, Dusan Vlahovic, and Lautaro Martinez. No wonder Madrid lost 2-0. And man, Jude Bellingham is still out. And this time Arda Güler has to start. He was the hero against Liverpool. And Madrid need nothing more, nothing less than a remontada today. The game kicks off. Here comes Mikel Olise. They're looking to kickstart things right away. Trent Alexander-Arnold gives it to Arda Güler. Guled. Can he find? Yes, he does. Mbappe finish. Musso, great save. Corner now. Federico Valverde gives it to a returning Vinicius Jr. for the Champions League finesse. Oh, another great block, man. Here come Atletico on the counter-attack. Tijani Reindeers is through on goal. This is not good. Alexander Sorloth is on the other side. Tijani Reindeers. Gabriel, please don't make a mistake. Gabriel goes for the tackle. Martinelli into Sorloth. Great tackle, Konate. And here comes Martinelli. Atletico are looking dangerous. Another goal, and Madrid might be knocked out in the semi-finals and will not win the treble. It falls into Gabriel Martinelli again. Somebody get the ball out this Brazilian. Why is he all of a sudden Brazilian again? Martinelli, get the ball off him, man. Juliano Simeone, Fede Valverde. No, we can't get the ball out of here. It falls into Lautaro. Back into Tijani. Great tackle, Konate. They need to take advantage of this counter. Arda Güler, Mbappe, and Vinny. Two great options. He gives it into Mbappe. What is that pass, Güler? Make a decision. Uh-oh, Atletico on the ball. Great tackle from Olise. Come on. We need a goal, and we need it now. Come on, Arda Güler. Find Mbappe. Find Vinny. And he finds Mbappe. That is the decision he has made. Mbappe with the shot. It goes in. 2-1 in aggregate. That's the start Madrid needed. Here come Atleti. Pablo Barrios gives it into Lautaro. Into Sorloth. Great tackle from Konate. That was important. Uh-oh. Cross in from Atletico in the second half. Okay. Madrid win it back. That could have been bad. Mikel Olise on the break here. Mbappe. Arda Güler. Arda Güler. Great pass into Mbappe. Come on, Mbappe. This is why they signed you. To score the clutch goals. Cuts to his left footed finish. No. Mbappe missed. Oh, here come Atletico. Giuliano Simeone is through on goal. Great save from Courtois. Oh my god. On the break, they get denied. But Trent's on the ball again. And now it's Mbappe. Güler. Great pass into Vinny. He can't be offside. 1v1. It's not. Oh my days. What a goal. The perfect run from Vinny. The perfect pass from Güler. It's all square. Oh, Atletico on the ball again. Lautaro. Great save, Courtois. If he wasn't here, Madrid would have been knocked out already. Trent Alexander-Arnold into Rodri. Rodri all the way into Mikel Olise. Olise back into Trent. And now Trent gives it into Arda Güler into space. Can Güler get there? No. But Olise wins it back though. Olise all the way into Mbappe. Mbappe into Vinny. And Vinny cuts to his left. It's Vinicius Jr. Cuts back. Vinny finesse. With 5 minutes left to go, Madrid have completed the remontada. Can they hold on? The game is done. Madrid are going to the UCL final. They've already won the Copa del Rey. But the question is, how are they doing in La Liga? And Madrid ran away with the league title, undefeated. Only one game that wasn't a win, which means they need to beat Barcelona in the El Clasico final. I was expecting a Bayern or PSG, but they face Barca again. And Mbappe is leading the side with 14 goals in 14 games in the UCL. While it seems like Rafinha is the top goal scorer, Leo is still at the club. He signed a new contract. Julian is here. Yamal, it seems like Yamal was injured, but 11-11 is still good. And look at these numbers, man. 48 for Mbappe, 19-3 for Jude. He's only played 23 games. That's nuts. 15-9 for Rodri, 13-5 for Nico Paz, 12-1 for Mendes, and 12-17 for Olise. And he also got a big injury then. 4 goals and 3 assists in 24 games. No wonder his output's so small. But regardless, everybody is fit for the final. This will be the starting 11. But the question is, how is this team's bottle? Can Mbappe win his first Champions League? And can Madrid complete their first treble? Here come Barcelona again. I don't see Lamine Yamal on the pitch. Crazy decision from Hansi Flick. It falls into Julian Alvarez though. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's not wrong. Rooney Bargi. Okay, nice tackle. And now here come Madrid on the counter-attack. Mbappe gives it to Vinicius Jr., who finds Jude Bellingham. First game back is his UCL final. Mbappe, 1v1, low driven. Oh, it goes into the corner anyways. In under 10 minutes, Madrid lead this El Clasico final. Alvarez on the ball. Great tackle from Gabriel. Gives it into Fede. Back into Jude. Here come Madrid again. They're dominating this game. Mbappe into Bellingham. What can he do again? Can he send another great pass? He finds Vinny. Vinny squares it into Mbappe. He's offside. Barcelona on the attack. Marc Cucurella on the ball. Looking for the crossing. Can he find somebody? Back to Rafinha. Into Fermin Lopez. Finds Julian Alvarez. Here comes Julian. Gives it to Pedri. Great save for Courtois. Fede Valverde on the ball. Great pass into Jude Bellingham. Here comes Bellingham. Cuts inside. Gives it to Mbappe. Through ball. Into Vinicius Jr. Oh my days. And it turns out they can play together. 2-0 in the first half. And that is all she wrote as Madrid lift the Champions League, completing the first ever treble. Shout out Mourinho. This is Cristiano Ronaldo, and he holds the record for the most goals in a single UCL campaign, scoring 17 goals in 13 games, making him Mr. Champions League. And this is me, a player with 0 goals in my career. But today, that is going to change, as I'm going to score the most goals in a single UCL campaign and receive the title of becoming Mr. Champions League. And after dominating the Mexican youth leagues for countless of seasons, we were given a trial at Rangers and Celtic, where we eventually signed a professional contract with Celtic Football Club to go ahead and start our journey in breaking the hardest UCL record. Yo, Sid, it's very good to see you once again, man. Did you just see I signed for Celtic? Do you think I could win the Champions League record here at Celtic?
Yo, Edgar, glad to meet up and congrats on the move, bro, but I still think you're too new. Just focus on improving your game. Maybe one day you can beat that record.
You know what, Sid? You do have a fair point. However, I do believe in myself, but thank you for being my best friend for all these years, and thank you for continuing to support me even to this day. As we do a couple of shooting drills before the UCL campaign, we think of the competition we are going to have from the likes of Kylian Mbappe to Erling Haaland. This is not going to be easy. But after working hard during the offseason, we do find out that our group was going to be very difficult, as we have Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, and Shakhtar Donetsk, and it was time for our UCL debut against Shakhtar Donetsk. Let's see if we can score our first goal in a European debut. Wow, Edgar, you've come a long way from the Mexican leagues, now playing your first ever UCL game. Make a statement here today, score some goals. And straight away here at Celtic, we are entrusted with the penalty taker position. We're gonna go ahead and go to the left hand side as we score our first UCL goal. This is going to be a great start if we ever want to break Cristiano's record. Now it's Callum McGregor on the ball, through ball into me. I do have a shot from a turn, it's a brilliant save. And we do get played a brilliant through ball, and now it's me versus the goalkeeper. Can we go ahead and get a brace and we finesse it? And yes, on our debut, we get 2 goals to kick off this UCL campaign. But here comes Yassine Traore to go ahead and try to equalize this game, and he puts it away. But that does not matter, as we pick up our first 3 points, and then more importantly, our first 2 goals in this UCL campaign. And not only that, but we also pick up our first man of the match and our first ever Champions League game. But straight away, we have to go ahead and forget about that, because up next, we do have Real Madrid at home. Already the biggest game of our career. Toni Kroos with a brilliant through ball into Marcos Asensio, who does pass it into Vinicius, and we concede in the 9th minute already. Real Madrid are going to be a team that could possibly beat us, but I still want to try my best and score as many goals as possible. Maya that picks up the ball. I see the run. I go ahead and take the run. He gives it through ball to me as I finish, and we score a goal against the best club in world football. 3 goals in 2 games. We're making a great first impression in UCL. And the ref blows the whistle as the game does finish 1-1. We pick up our second man of the match against the biggest team in world football. However, even though we did have a tough group, our goal scoring form did not stop there, as we scored 4 goals in the next 3 games, picking up 3 more man of the matches and bringing our goal tally to 6 goals in 5 games. See, Sid, I told you, you should have believed in me. 7 goals in 5 games, and my job is not done just yet.
Good job, Edgar. Never doubted you wouldn't score many goals, but even with your form, I still think you lack some experience to break that record, especially here at Celtic.
Man, I don't know, bro. Sid is sending me mixed signals. He's proud of me on one hand, but in the second hand, he doesn't think that I could break the record this season, even though I have 7 goals for this Celtic side. I hope he's still my friend. And we were now in the final game of the group stage, somehow, someway sitting in first place with 11 points, already passed on to the next round. But up next, we had Real Madrid. The winner will get first place and possibly get the easier opponent. Let's go ahead and make a statement to the best team in the world that we're not a player to be messing around with. And now here come Real Madrid. Chouameni finds Karim Benzema through ball into Marcos Asensio with a shot, and once again, Asensio scored in the last time we played against him, and he scores once again as they take a 1-0 lead. They return ball down the wing. I'm in the middle. I'm in the center. Give me the ball. He gives the ball to me. I have a shot, and it goes wide as the ref blows the whistle, and we do lose 1-0 as my shot costed us first place. However, it's now time to brush it off, as it's time for the knockout stages. And as you can see, we did finish in 2nd place with 11 points. However, in the goal scoring charts, we're sitting in 4th place with 7 goals, as Erling Haaland was a top goal scorer with 10 goals. That is absolutely insane. But it was now time to find out who will be playing in the round of 16, and we're playing against Man City. We're playing against the top goal scorer of the competition in Erling Haaland. Can we outscore Erling Haaland in 2 legs and send Celtic to the quarterfinals? But it was now time for the first leg against Man City as we walk out at home. Not only did we carry Celtic from a group that we shouldn't have passed from, but we are also one of the top goal scorers in our first every UCL campaign. That means Man City are not going to have it easy. Phil Foden with a through ball into Erling Haaland, and now Erling Haaland 1v1 against a goalkeeper, and he has a shot from outside the box and he scores it. This is why he's the top goal scorer, man. How are we going to compete with this machine of a player? Haksabanovic gives me the ball. I'm 1v1 against a goalkeeper. I have a first time finish and I do score. We do equalize the game. Haaland 1, Salinas 1. I have equalized this game, giving us a chance to proceed to the next round. Riyad Mahrez with a through ball into Erling Haaland. It's Erling Haaland with another shot, and it's so easy for him, man. A simple and slow shot, and he puts it away. Precise finishing. I don't think we're gonna break the record if Haaland knocks us out. David Turnbull gives us a brilliant through ball. 1v1 against the goalkeeper. Can we go ahead and equalize and finish against Ederson? We have a chip, but we do miss it. Can we have a follow-up shot? And we miss. We do miss the opportunity to equalize this game. And my missed opportunity has cost us the first leg against City and my first leg against Haaland. So far, Haaland has a lead against me in goals, and he has also outscored me in one game so far. We do sit sad in the locker room knowing we couldn't save our team, but it's time to brush it off as Haaland had 12 goals and I had 8, now sitting in second place. But we have to go ahead and go to the Etihad Stadium and see if we can somehow go to the next round and continue the campaign of trying to beat Cristiano's UCL record. Come on, Edgar. Erling Haaland is absolutely embarrassing you. 12 goals to your measly 8 goals. Don't let Sid be right. Prove him wrong. Take Celtic to the next round and outscore Erling Haaland in this game. Phil Foden gives a ball into Erling Haaland, who has a shot, and once again, man, his first shot of the game in the 9th minute. He scores once again, scoring his 13th goal. I don't know if we're gonna make it to the next round. I don't know if I'm gonna become Mr. Champions League in this first UCL campaign. And now Man City have a penalty in the 41st minute. Kevin De Bruyne versus Blake, and he goes to the left and we save it. James Forrest with a brilliant chip ball. Can we go ahead and control it with a chest? We do have a shot and it goes wide. How did we miss another opportunity, bro? And now it's Julian Alvarez, 1v1 against Alex Blake. Can he go ahead and save it? And yes, he does. Once again, KDB has a penalty. He's gonna go ahead and go to the right-hand side, and this time he puts it away as the ref blows the whistle, and we get knocked out of the Champions League as once again Erling Haaland beats us, and he shows why he is the best striker in the current UCL season. Shit, man, we failed. Sid was right. This was our first ever UCL campaign. We just didn't have the experience, but you know what? It was an amazing season. It's time to move. And the UCL season comes to an end as Inter Milan win the Champions League and Erling Haaland scores 13 goals. And we do finish the season with 24 goals in all competitions, 8 goals in the Champions League, as we somehow finish the player of the tournament for the UCL, even though we got knocked out in the round of 16. I think we have to leave Celtic if we ever want to become Mr. Champions League and break that UCL record. So at the start of season number 2, we tell our boss that we want to leave as we want to go to pastures new, as we feel we are way too good for the side, and we do get an amazing offer from AC Milan as we go ahead and accept it. As we are being presented by AC Milan, we think of all the possibilities, all the goals we can score in a legendary AC Milan shirt, possibly becoming Mr. Champions League in our second time of asking.
Hey Edgar, glad you can keep your head up after that loss, and now you're at AC Milan. Another progress season in my opinion. You won't break the record this season, but just keep working, man.
Come on, Sid, you gotta stop doubting me, man. Player of the tournament last season, 8 goals in my first UCL campaign. I'm now on a better side. I'm gonna beat this record this season, whether you believe it or not.
I love your mentality, Edgar, but I just don't think it's your time. But rooting that you prove me wrong.
And just because we signed for a super club in AC Milan doesn't mean we weren't gonna work hard, as once again we work our ass off in shooting drills, knowing that our competition is very stiff, specifically Erling Haaland, who embarrassed us last season as our groups were announced, and we do have Liverpool, Galatasaray, and Dinamo Zagreb, another relatively easy group. But it was now time to kick off UCL campaign number 2 versus Liverpool. AC Milan versus Liverpool was a classic, and it's going to be a classic because I'm going to be scoring goals in this game. Alright, Edgar, no messing around this season. Sid is still doubting you. He's still your friend, but you want to prove him wrong, and you're going to prove the world wrong when you're going to break the record this season. You got this, man. And now it's Adama Traore on the ball, gives a through ball into me, and once again I have that clear space. 1v1 against Alisson. Can I go ahead and score? I have a shot, and yes, I do. Now a better player in my second UCL campaign. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity by the neck and try to win that record this season. And once again, here comes Adama Traore. He sees me in the middle. He gives the ball to me. I take the touch. I have a shot, and once again I score a brace in the first UCL game of the season. We're going to be big this season. And the game does end 2-0 as once again we pick up a man of the match here in our first AC Milan game. We're looking for something amazing this campaign. But our opponents up next cannot be taken lightly, as we're going to be playing against Galatasaray, a team who is known for beating big sides in the Champions League. Sandro Tonali gives me a brilliant through ball as we get past this defender because we're way too fast. Can we go ahead and finish this shot? And yes, we do. Our goal scoring form is not going to stop here as we pick up our third goal in our first 2 UCL games. And now Sandro Tonali once again on the ball. Sandro Tonali gives the ball to Rafael, who gives it back to me, and we do have a second brace, back-to-back braces in this Champions League campaign. This is going to be very, very different. And the game does finish 2-0 as once again we pick up back-to-back man of the matches. However, our form, like I said before, did not stop there, as in our next game against Dinamo Zagreb, we picked up our first ever UCL hat-trick, now giving us 7 goals in only 3 UCL games. However, even though we did pick up our first match ball, of course, Erling Haaland had 9 goals in 3 matches. That is basically a hat-trick in every match that he's played in. Erling Haaland is not going to let us break that record. However, this time around, we did not let Erling Haaland's competition face us, as in the next 3 games, we scored a total of 5 more goals, giving us 12 goals so far in this UCL campaign. We are going to dominate the UCL this season. And as we finish the group stage with all 6 wins, it was time to find out who would be facing in the round of 16, and we're going to go ahead and have Man City. Again, bro, there is no way. We're playing against Erling Haaland, the man who knocked us out last season, the man who stole that golden boot from us. Let's not let him take it away this season.
Brilliant job, Edgar. You keep making strides in becoming a top striker. Realistically, I feel you may not be able to carry Milan this round, but I'm rooting for you.
Man, Sid, thank you for sticking around with me. To be honest, I've been pretty mad at you because you've been down with me, but I know you're just being realistic. However, I still disagree with you. I think this record is mine for the taking this season, but let's see what happens. But we are back in a familiar place in the Etihad Stadium for the first leg against Man City. Let's not this time around let Haaland beat us. I do pick up the ball in the 32nd minute as I do a scoop to turn around. I do have a shot from outside the box, and it's a brilliant save from Ederson. Riyad Mahrez gives the ball into Erling Haaland, gives it into Phil Foden with a through ball to Erling Haaland, and wow, how does this keep happening? Every time he shoots the ball, he always scores. How are we ever gonna beat him if he shoots and scores from every single shot? Adama Traore gives us a through ball, and now we're 1v1 against the goalkeeper. We're not gonna go ahead and miss a shot. I have a power shot, and we do score 1-1. We tie Erling Haaland. We tie Man City. He is not going to win this time around. 4 minutes left to play. Erling Haaland 1v1 against the defender as he has a power shot, and somehow, bro, that's his second shot of the game. 2 shots, 2 goals for Erling Haaland. He just never misses as Man City win the first leg 2-1. We have to go ahead and save AC Milan in the second leg. And now it was time to brush off that third loss to Man City in 2 seasons, and we walk out to the San Siro. Let's go ahead and clutch up and send AC Milan to the next round, but more importantly, outscore Erling Haaland and get our revenge. But sadly, it wasn't to be. The most boringest game possible as it finishes 0-0, and once again we get knocked out by Erling Haaland. This is not good for us. If we ever want to break the record, we have to stop losing to Erling Haaland, man. Come on, Edgar, losing to Erling Haaland again? This better be the last time. This is gonna be the last time. Next season, you're gonna move to a brand new club, and you're gonna absolutely obliterate the record, and everybody is gonna call you Mr. Champions League. And this dreadful season comes to an end as Chelsea win the Champions League, and Erling Haaland picks up the golden boot with 14 goals, now tying Lionel Messi. And once again, we pick up the player of the tournament for the UCL. Maybe we have to leave AC Milan for a better club. So at the start of season number 3, once again, I talk to the current manager and I tell them I need to leave the club. I really want to break this record and become Mr. Champions League. And he does go ahead and puts me on the transfer list, and we do get an offer from Real Madrid, where Mr. Champions League played himself, the biggest club in the world. I'm gonna go ahead and accept it, man. And now we are being presented by the biggest club in the world, a kid from Mexico who went to Celtic and is now playing at Real Madrid in only 3 seasons, searching to become Mr. Champions League. But little did we know, not only were we joining the biggest club in the world, but Cristiano Ronaldo, Mr. Champions League himself, was in the club as well. We have to go ahead and ask him for advice throughout the rest of the season. Man, what's up, Cristiano? It's so nice to meet you. You are my absolute idol. I hope that you can help me this season to go ahead and win the Champions League and score as many goals as possible.
Yeah, Edgar, you're a huge talent. I got you, man. Just listen to the advice I give you.
Yo, guess what, Sid? Guess who I just talked to? The man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. He said he was gonna give me advice to help me break that record.
Congrats on meeting your idol, but just be careful. Ronaldo might try to sabotage you to keep his legacy.
Nah, Sid, don't be silly. Someone as professional as Cristiano would never try to sabotage a player to ruin his legacy. But it was now time to find out who our UCL group was going to be, and we do get RB Leipzig, Stade Rennais, and Dinamo Zagreb for a third year in a row. But straight away, no silly business, no time to mess around. We do have our first game against RB Leipzig. We have dominated with Celtic, with AC Milan, but now we should be able to get out of the round of 16 and break that record. Eden Hazard is on the ball in the 60th minute, finds a through ball into me, 1v1 with the goalkeeper. We have a shot and we put it away. We're not messing around this season. This time, we're gonna break the record 100%. And like I mentioned before, we were a man on a mission to execute pure dominance, as in the next 5 games, we scored a total of 9 goals, completely obliterating every single team in our group, even picking up 2 hat-tricks in the process. And we did finish the group stages in first place with 16 points, picking up a man of the match in almost every single game. And we were in second place in the top goal scoring charts, 1 goal right behind Haaland. We just can't stop competing with Erling Haaland, probably the second best striker in the world, right behind us. But now, it was time to find out who we'll be playing in the round of 16, and we do go ahead and play against Inter Milan. Not the best opponent, but not the worst opponent. And now, it was time for the first leg against Inter, and for the first time, we're not playing against Erling Haaland and Man City, and we're gonna go ahead and sim this game as we pick up a 2-1 victory, as we take a lead for the first leg. Alright, Ronaldo, it's great to be talking to you again. I need some advice once again, brother, if you don't mind helping me out.
Yes, sir. Anything.
Okay, Ronnie, for the past 2 seasons, I have not been able to perform my best in the round of 16 games, and we always get knocked out. What do you think I should be doing in this next game?
Just continue what you're doing and don't doubt for a second you're a great player. You got this.
But it was now time to walk out in the Bernabeu. We have not gone past a round of 16 in our whole career so far. Let's go ahead and score a couple goals, as we did not score in the last game, to go ahead and try and overtake Erling Haaland. Rodrigo plays me a beautiful through ball as we take a touch, and we're basically now 1v1 against the goalkeeper. On our left foot, we have a finish, and of course, we're not gonna miss that. We scored 10 goals in the group stages. We're gonna go ahead and dominate the knockout stages as well. Rodrigo picks up the ball again. He gives us a header, and now 1v1 against the keeper. In our right foot, can we go ahead and finish? We cut inside. We have a left-footed shot, and we pick up our second goal in the round of 16. Surely, we're going on to the next round as we pick up our 12th goal. And the ref blows the whistle as we go on for the first time past the round of 16, picking up another man of the match, and only 6 goals away from breaking that record and becoming Mr. Champions League. Yes, sir, Edgar, you have finally broken your curse. I think Sid was wrong. I don't think Ronaldo would ever sabotage us. Now, it's only a matter of time before we lift that Champions League, become Mr. Champions League, and break that UCL record. So now, it was time to find out who we're playing in the quarterfinals, and we're playing against PSG. Why is it another tough opponent, man? And like I mentioned before, we have 12 goals, but Erling Haaland scored 2 more goals, still putting him 1 goal ahead of us. We need to go ahead and take him down. But it was now time to sim this first leg against PSG. They're much more difficult than Inter Milan, but I believe in my ability and this side, and the game does finish 2-0 as we pick up our 13th goal of the campaign. That is a very good start. And we do pick up another man of the match performance, but Erling Haaland scores another goal, still 1 goal ahead of us. We just can't catch up to him right now. But for now, we must forget about Erling Haaland, because if we ever want to catch up to him or even break the record, we have to secure this victory against PSG in the Parc des Princes. Let's go ahead and stay focused. Fede Valverde with a beautiful chip into us. Can we go ahead and first time volley? We do finish it as we score a goal, but no, it's offside, bro. Yuri Tillemans with a cross into Nageda with a shot, and bro, PSG get a goal back. This could be the start of a nasty comeback. I do not want to go another season. I want to break the record this season, man. I pass the ball into Vinicius Jr. Vinicius sees his place. He sends me on a through ball. 1v1 against Gianluigi Donnarumma. Can I go ahead and finish to the right foot? Yes, I do. I always finish in a 1v1 chance. And surely this tie is supposed to be over. The game does end 1-1 as we go on to the semi-finals. And we do score our 14th goal. This is the most goals we have ever scored in the UCL campaign so far. However, we only have 3 games left to go ahead and score at least 4 goals to break that record. But let's see if we even make it to the Champions League final. After knocking out PSG, let's see who we're facing in the semi-finals, and we're gonna go ahead and play against Liverpool. Oh, okay, that's not that difficult, but Man City are knocked out. However, that means Erling Haaland will remain at 15 goals, so we have the opportunity to go ahead and beat him this season. But the first leg is the most important. We are going away at Anfield. Let's see if we can get a first leg victory. At the same end, we do pick up a 2-1 victory as we pick up a goal. We are now tied with Erling Haaland with 15 goals, only needing 3 more goals to break that record. But it was now time for the second leg in the Santiago Bernabeu. If I score a hat-trick in this game, the record is broken, and all we would have to do is win that Champions League, because Ronaldo also won the Champions League when he broke that record. So if we break the record and we don't win the Champions League, we are not better than Ronaldo, so Ronaldo will keep his title, and we do not want that. Rodrigo picks up the ball in the 18th minute. He sees a through ball. I take a touch. I'm gonna go ahead and have a finish, and I score. I don't miss from that position. 2 more goals. 2 more goals, and that record is mine, and my name will be written in the history books. And now it's Vinicius Jr. who gives a through ball into me. 1v1. I never miss 1v1s. I have a shot, and like I said before, I never miss a 1v1 opportunity. 17 goals. I have now equalized the record. 1 more goal, and my name is going to be written with all the superstars. However, it wasn't to be. As the ref blows the whistle, we go on to the final, but I have equalized the record here in the semis. That means I have to score at least 1 goal in the final to go ahead and break that record. But not only that, I have pressure to win the Champions League as well if I ever want to become Mr. Champions League. And in this semi-final against Liverpool, I pick up a man of the match, but it's time to find out who we're facing in the final, and we're playing against Bayer Leverkusen. We should easily be scoring at least 2 goals and winning that Champions League. But yes, just to confirm how important this is, 17 goals in 11 matches, 1 game to go, 1 goal to score, and 1 more game to win. Man, Cristiano, we're at a Champions League final, bro. We can win another UCL thanks to you. But now, do you have any advice? Because I'm so nervous in my first ever UCL final. What do I do, man?
Look, Edgar, keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. However, one thing is, if you do have a penalty, shoot right, because everyone knows you go left.
Cristiano, are you sure, man? I always go left and I always score.
Nah, Edgar, trust me. I've been in this game for a long time.
Edgar, congratulations, man. A UCL final goal away from that record. This is your moment.
Yes, Sid, I think you're right. I think this is my moment. Cristiano has already talked to me, said that I should keep doing what I'm doing, but if I do have a penalty, however, that I should go right, because every goalkeeper knows I go left, and I think he's right. I think I'm going to listen to him. He is the GOAT after all.
Wait, Edgar, don't shoot right, go left. You always score. I think he's trying to sabotage you. Trust me, we've been friends forever. Go left if you get a penalty.
Sid, it's okay, relax. I don't think it's too much of a big of a deal. We're playing Leverkusen. There's a small chance that I might get a penalty, but I don't think we'll go to a penalty shootout. So if the time comes, I'll make my decision, but I think we'll be fine. And we are now walking now for the Champions League final in the London Stadium. Can we go ahead and achieve our goals?
With every step on the pitch, he strives for glory. A record in sight, a tale of a true story. A showdown looms between friendship and pedigree. Will he choose loyalty or chase immorality? But that decision is no guarantee, and in this game we shall finally see. Will Salinas score this record-breaking goal, or will his loss to history become a forgotten soul?
53 minutes in, here comes Paulinho with a cross into City, and he somehow scores. It's such a shit header, but Bayer Leverkusen somehow go 1-0 up in the Champions League final. We have to score 1 goal to break the record, and we need to score 2 goals to win the Champions League final to become Mr. Champions League. Are we even gonna do that? But once again, here comes City to go ahead and ruin our dreams. City 1v1, but Courtois makes a brilliant save. 4 minutes left to go. Rodrigo gives a pass into Vinicius Jr. He's trying to find space. Vinicius gives it to me. I take a touch. I have a shot, and I put it away. I have broken the record. We are written our name in the history books as we equalize the game with 4 minutes left to go. However, the job is not done, as we still need to win this game if we want to become Mr. Champions League. But the ref blows the whistle. We draw 1-1. We're going to penalties. We know that we don't ever miss penalties, but can our teammates go ahead and help us secure the Champions League title and secure our title of Mr. Champions League? Romelu Lukaku is going to take the first penalty as he goes to the right hand side and he puts it away. Wow, man, I really doubted Leverkusen. Here I am taking the first penalty in a penalty shootout. The question is, should I go right or should I go left? Sid is telling me to go left, the man I've known my whole life, my best friend, the man who always supports me. Or Ronaldo, the man with the record, Mr. Champions League, the GOAT of world football. Man, I need to choose now. I never miss a penalty. I'm gonna go ahead and actually switch it up this time. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right. I've missed. Cristiano has influenced our decision. I went right and I missed. This is why I always go left. I may have blown the Champions League final for the team. But now, it's Aubameyang up next. Hopefully, my miss doesn't decide this game. Aubameyang goes to the right, but Courtois makes a save. Rodrigo, can you go ahead and put us back into this game? Rodrigo, and he misses, bro. Why are my penalties so bad right now? Aina City, he's gonna go ahead and go to the left, and it's 2-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. We have to score this goal. David Alaba, please score your penalty. Okay, David Alaba, can you go ahead and score? He goes to the left and he puts it away. 2-1. But I think my penalty miss may have caused this game. Florian Wirtz, he's gonna go ahead and go to the left of Courtois. It's keeping us in this game. Vinicius, please score your goal. Vinicius Jr. goes to the left and he misses, bro. That was green timed as well. If Andrich scores his penalty, Bayer Leverkusen win this game, and I don't become Mr. Champions League. Please, Courtois, save this penalty. Andrich goes to the left, and Bayer Leverkusen have won the Champions League. We have broken the record, but for what? Yes, we have written our name in the history books, but we don't get that title of Mr. Champions League because I missed the penalty, because I listened to Cristiano, Mr. Champions League himself. I think he may have sabotaged us, man. But it's too late now. We can't do anything. But Bayer Leverkusen lift up that Champions League trophy. We break the record, but maybe there has to be some other way. Maybe one day we could become Mr. Champions League.
This is Marcus Rashford, and he's just left Man United to join Barcelona. And he will surely win league titles and Champions Leagues. But before that happens, we're going back in time to replay his entire career to try and beat the world's best players to the Ballon d'Or. However, going back in time was a huge problem as Marcus Rashford is a 69 overall. His overall back in FIFA 16. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, he's nowhere near winning the Ballon d'Or with these stats. And not only that, as bad as Hojlund and Zirkzee are in real life, Rashford will not get any game time, and we're probably gonna have to loan him out. However, if you thought it was going to be that simple, it's not, because the wheel is here to screw over Rashford's career. And some of these challenges can give him an overall boost for scoring 10 goals in a season, but some challenges can banish him to League 2, and he will never play with the world's best players at Barcelona if he ever goes to that league. But before we loan him out, let's see what the wheel is going to give us. Maybe he'll ask us for a transfer. Hat-trick hero, sim the next 2 games. If Rashford fails to score a hat-trick, he loses 5 shooting. And boys, as we're loaning out Rashford, let me tell you, that is one of the harshest challenges to begin with. And the first offer we received is perfect. It is Leicester City. I'm gonna go ahead and accept this, but remember, he must score a hat-trick in his first 2 games. If not, he loses 5 shooting. And as Rashford joins Leicester City for the next season, I hope this was the right transfer to kick off his career, to eventually play for Barcelona and win the Ballon d'Or. And as Rashford joins Leicester City, he's actually the only striker left in the side. But remember, Rashford has to go ahead and score a hat-trick in his first 2 games. If not, he gets -5 finishing. Here's the first game, and it's a 4-2 victory. As Rashford scores a hat-trick, he did it in his first ever professional game. So that means his finishing is staying at a 66, as this season we're going to go ahead and give him the poacher development plan. And as we're simming to the end of the first season, I just hope that his overall can skyrocket. And it's an amazing debut season. 35 goals for Rashford, a +8 now at a 77 overall. Oh, this kid is something special. But he's also won his first trophy with Leicester, winning the championship, as he also won his first golden boot. And now in season 2, Rashford is back at United, and you know what? I think he can compete with the likes of Zirkzee and Rasmus Hojlund now, so I would like to stay here at United. But it doesn't matter what I want, it depends on what the wheel wants here for Rashford. Let's see what it gives us. Exile offer. Accept the first transfer offer that comes in, no matter the league or quality. Damn, I really wanted to stay here at Man United, so that means we have to transfer list him, and we can easily end up at Barcelona already, or end up in the Camel League in Al Nassr. And the first offer we got is Athletic Bilbao, so we have to accept. You know what? It could have been worse. So at just 18 years old, Rashford has left Man United, and I just hope this was the right move to eventually compete with the world's best players. And as Rashford joins Bilbao, he does have some competition and Guruzeta, but I'm sure by the end of the season he will overtake him. So in terms of development plan, I think we're gonna go ahead and continue on his shooting, but this time go for advance forward. And it's a pretty good season for Marcus Rashford. 19 goals, 2 assists, now at an 80 overall. I think he will be the starter next season. And as Bilbao finish in 5th place, Rashford will have Europa League football next season. And now in season number 3, Rashford is the brand new starter in this side. But let's just hope that the wheel doesn't take us away, because this is a good club to be at, especially with Europa League football. 6 months setback. Rashford will be out for 6 months. This is not good. And as you can see, Rashford will be out for the next 6 months. And as we're waiting for Rashford to come back from injury, I think it's time to set some other goals. Of course, we want Rashford to win the Ballon d'Or as well as get to a 99 overall. But I also want him to win 25 trophies in his entire career while scoring scoring 300 goals and finally win a treble with FC Barcelona one day. And now 6 months later, Rashford is back from his injury but has gone down a 2 overall. So let's just hope he can have an amazing second half to the season, as we're going to go ahead and give him the poacher development plan. And it just wasn't a good season for Rashford. 6 goals, 2 assists, now at a 79 overall. Man, that injury really set him back. And as they finish in 5th place once again, they lost in the Copa del Rey final. Something tells me if Rashford was available, they would have won it. Same with the Europa League, as they got knocked out in the quarters. And for season 4, I would love to stay here at Bilbao, but let's see what the wheel gives us. And it's 20 or bust. If Rashford fails to score 20 goals this season, lose 10 overall at the end. And boys, I'm not sure if Rashford's able to do it. His highest goal scoring season was in the championship with 35 goals. But we're gonna have to back our boy as we give him the target forward this season. And at the end of the season, Rashford is in the Europa League final against Newcastle. I don't know if he scored 20 goals yet, but can he go ahead and win his second trophy of his career? It's a 4-3 victory. And yes, Rashford is back. 29 goals, 3 assists, now at an 82 overall. He will not be decreasing by 10. And it's an improvement as Bilbao finished in 4th for the Champions League, as Rashford lost the Super Copa de España against Madrid 6-5. And they did not win the Copa del Rey, so it's the 1 trophy to Rashford this season. And now in season number 5, I think Rashford has done everything he can in a Bilbao shirt, so I do want to transfer list him. But of course, is the wheel going to give us permission, or is it going to force us to stay at Bilbao? Rock bottom. Transfer to the lowest rated team in the entire league. And the worst rated team in La Liga is Real Oviedo. And as he joins the side, this is definitely going to stop him from winning the Ballon d'Or and competing with the world's best players and playing for FC Barcelona. But hey, at least he's using the new Oviedo kits. If you want these in your career mode, check out Road Kits in the link in the description. And as Rashford joins Oviedo, you know what? I'm surprised. I thought this team was going to be way worse. But of course, he's going to be a starter. As for the development plan, he is going to go ahead and get the advanced forward once again, as he is starting to look like a world-class striker. But being in his side is definitely going to affect his goal and trophy numbers. And yeah, this is what I expected. 15 goals and 40 appearances at an 84 overall. I don't think it's Rashford's fault. But surprisingly, Oviedo stayed up, but Atletico have relegated. What is going on in this career mode? And of course, Oviedo did not win a trophy this season. But now it's season number 6, as Rashford went up a +1 already. There is a huge problem. 6 seasons into his career, yes, he may have 100 goals, but he only has 2 trophies and has yet to play for the best clubs in the world. So ideally, I would like to transfer list him and hope to get big clubs. But the wheel has been screwing us at every turn, and I hope he doesn't do it this time around. And it is mid-table move. Join a mid-table La Liga club like Villarreal, Betis, or Getafe. This wheel doesn't want Rashford to be successful. So sadly, at 22 years old, 85 overall, Rashford is joining Real Betis instead of one of the best clubs in the world. Man, getting to Barcelona is not easy. And as Rashford joins Betis, at least the squad isn't horrible, but he should not be playing at this side when he's this good. But we at least have to be here for 1 season, as this season development plan, we're gonna go back to the advanced forward. And it's a mediocre season for Rashford. 19 goals, 2 assists, 35 appearances. He got injured. Man, Rashford has been so unlucky. And as Real Betis finished in 8th place, Rashford, of course, doesn't win the Copa del Rey. What a mediocre career he's had so far. And now in season number 7, I'm begging this wheel to have some mercy, man. Rashford has had a horrible career. Position switch. Rashford must switch to a new permanent position. That isn't bad, but he can finally go to a big club. And Rashford has changed position to a left winger and has maintained his overall. And the first offer we received, finally, it is Bayern Munich. I'm gonna put this one on hold just in case we get a better one. And the second offer that's coming is from Frankfurt. Yeah, we're rejecting that one. And finally, Rashford is getting the big transfer he should have gotten 2 years ago. 23 years old, joining Bayern Munich. And as Rashford joins Bayern Munich, subscribe if you think he's gonna win the Champions League here. And Rashford has joined Bayern Munich as a starting left winger. Man, this attack right here is going to feed families. And in terms of development plan, we definitely need to get Rashford passing up, so we're gonna go for wide playmaker. And what a first season for Rashford. 41 goals in 45 appearances, now at an 87 overall. Finally, he has arrived to the top of Europe. But somehow they failed to win the Bundesliga title, as Dortmund have won it. But he still wins the 3rd trophy of his career by winning in the DFB Pokal. And they do fail to win the Champions League, as they got knocked out in the round of 16 to City. And now at an 87 overall in the brand new season, as long as we stay here, Rashford should continue to win trophies. But there's still a lot of transfer stuff in this wheel, so I hope it doesn't make us leave Bayern Munich so early. Rival rebound. If Rashford fails to win a derby match this season, he will lose 1 overall instantly. As for this season, we're going to go ahead and give him the winger to get his pace extremely high. So when the German Super Cup final against Dortmund, if he wins this, the challenge is over and he doesn't go down 1 overall, but they did win the Bundesliga title last season and they win 4-3. Let's go, and that's another trophy for Rashford. And it's Rashford's best ever season, 51 goals, 14 assists now at a 91 overall. Surely if he won the Champions League, he's a Ballon d'Or favorite. And yes, he wins his 5th trophy with the Bundesliga. He makes his 6th with the DFB Pokal. He could be on a treble here. And boys, he is in the UCL final against the club he never played a single minute for. Can he go ahead and win his first ever Champions League as Davies is suspended, and it's a 5-3 loss. Rashford failed to win the Champions League in the final game. But now in season 9, we must stay here at Bayern Munich. Do not give me a transfer one, please. Golden boy pressure. Sim the first 3 games of the season. If Rashford fails to score 2 goals, lose 5 shooting, that's pretty calm. So we're on to the first game of the season, which is the Super Cup once again. Can Rashford score the 2 goals he needs in 1 game? 5-0 victory, and there it is, 2 goals. And as he wins his 7th trophy, he's getting close to that 99 as we're giving him wide playmaker. And it's another brilliant season, 41 goals, 9 assists now at a 94 overall. Hopefully this time, he won the Champions League. And it is now 8 trophies for Rashford with the Bundesliga. And once again, he wins a domestic double, making it 9 trophies. And once again, he's in the UCL final against Madrid. The question is, can he finally do it? Can he beat Madrid and win the UCL? And no, it's a 5-4 loss as he misses out on another trophy. And now it's season number 10 as Rashford's a 94 overall. I think this is the last year I want him at Bayern to see if he can win the UCL here. But the question is the wheel gonna allow us to stay here at Bayern Munich? And it's loan to the unknown, except the first loan offer that comes in, no matter the club. So it seems like Rashford has to go out on loan. Let's see if it's 2 years, 1 year, or even 6 months. And boys, it seems like it's a 2-year loan deal to Man United. That means that Rashford is finally going back to his home club. And this is crazy. A 94 rated Rashford in his prime is going back on loan to the team he doesn't have a single minute for. This wheel is really sending Rashford everywhere. And this team is absolutely incredible. And as he gets closer to that 99 overall, we're going to give him inside forward. And what a brilliant first season here at United. 37 goals, 15 assists. It seems like he did pick up an injury. But now at a 97 overall, he's so close to getting to that 99. And he wins the Premier League on his return. That's his 10th trophy. And he wins the FA Cup as well. That's 11 trophies for Rashford. But the Carabao Cup was won by Tottenham. And there was no Champions League for Man United. Now in season 11, Rashford's in his last year here at United. I'm sure once he hits that 99 overall, he can transfer to wherever he wants. And that will be Barca. But for the time being, let's just give him the winger role. And of course, there's no wheel spin because he still hasn't finished his loan tenure. And what a way to leave your boyhood club. 56 goals, 24 assists. He has achieved the 300 goal mark now at a 99 overall. That's achieved as well. And he gets his 12th trophy with the Premier League. And it's lucky number 13 for Rashford in the Community Shield. The FA Cup is also won by him. That is 14. And he misses out on the 15th by losing to Villa in the Carabao. However, he's in the UCL final against Leverkusen. And this is Rashford's last game for United. If he wins this game, he could be winning the Ballon d'Or. Come on, Rashford, do it for your boyhood club. And it's a 3-1 loss. This guy can't win the UCL. And in season number 12, Rashford has finally arrived to Barcelona at a 99 overall. He gets to go anywhere he wants. And I can't lie, with 14 trophies to his name and only a couple seasons left, that might be a failure. So Rashford's career will end the moment he wins a treble with Barcelona and wins the Ballon d'Or. And Rashford has arrived to Barcelona wearing the number 9, and he is the best player in the team. And what a great first season for Rashford. 50 goals, 13 assists. The question is, did he win the treble? And for the first time, he wins the La Liga, making it 15 trophies. And the 16th trophy is the Copa de España. And he makes his 17 with the Copa del Rey. Did he win the Champions League? And no, they did not even reach the final, as they got knocked out in the quarterfinals. And with 3 seasons left to go, can Rashford do it in season 13? And it's another 48 goals and 18 assists, but he did get injured once again. Now he's gone down to a 98 overall. Yeah, he's getting old. And Marcus Rashford wins his 18th trophy in La Liga, and he makes it 19 with the Super Copa de España, and he makes it 20 trophies. He's on a treble, but did he reach the final? And yes, he has, against his former team. team, his boyhood club. But the question is, can him and United pull out? Because if he wins this, he'll probably win the Ballon d'Or, and his career is over, and it's a 4-0 victory as Rashford gets a goal in the final. And he gets his 21st trophy, but the question is, did he win the Ballon d'Or? But the Ballon d'Or is being awarded. Did Rashford finally do it? And yes, Rashford has done it. He has won the treble with Barcelona, but more importantly, become the world's best player. And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on the screen and watch me manage Al Nassr in the Premier League.